Oh, that is a nice copper coin, but Doug, do you know what time it is?
45 up.
Who says 45 of, Doug? It's quarter after. What's up, guys? Hoarder here, and welcome to the Thursday night quarter after show, where it's kind of like the metal detecting Seinfeld, where we just kind of talk about nothing. Today we're going to be recapping the last couple of hunts, some funny stories about spills. We had a pretty crazy spill this week, kind of had a goofy spill last week. So I thought we would talk about some spills. If you guys have any spill story, keep it clean. I know some of your guys' spill stories are not quite PG rated. But yeah, we're going to have a little bit of fun. We'll hang out, and we'll bring some of the gang on in a second. I'll do a couple hellos. I don't know what's up with this chat. It wasn't working last time either, so I have to look over here. But I do see Alicia's here. Hot Mess Fishing. Thank you for coming, moderators. Dill Hole 126 is here from Canada. Welcome. Yodi Finds. Chris Heimsoth is here. How are you, Chris? Scott Cash, our good buddy from Missouri, is here. How are you, Scott? Treadwell Taxi. NEPA History and Archaeology is here. Sir Diggs a lot. Jacob Miller. Bottle Cap 6325. Welcome. Everybody, I'm going to try to keep an eye on the chat. At the moment, it's frozen over here. Don't know why. So let me bring in someone who's not frozen. Mr. Dog Tag Doug, Mexican Doug. Jane Fonduck. How are you, Doug?
Hey, how are you?
I'm living the dream.
I'll bet.
Doug, you want to show your thing before I get into it? Because Doug surprised me like 2 seconds before the show.
Didn't you say you want to keep this PG rated?
Well, just just don't show it while you're wearing it. I'll put you on the big side.
Yeah. Here's the official Sterling Dog Tag Doug belt buckle, and just returned and added. Everything's backwards here. So there's the addition of some of the dog tags. Let me see if
Doug gave no build-up or preference or anything about what he's doing. So I'll fill in the gaps. Doug had these custom belts made one for himself and one for me. He had a custom belt buckle. Mine is a QH, all sterling. And on my belt, Doug had the guy put all these silver quarters on. I mean, it's amazing. It's all silver quarters. And Doug had one made for himself that says Dog Tag Doug that was all leather. And then he decided to send it back and have the dog tags put on. So now it's blinged out with all dog tags that he found or were given to him from the generosity of some of you guys.
Both.
So that's a beautiful one.
Yep.
And Doug, I'll even kind of one-up you if you want, because
sure. Why wouldn't you?
Well, fresh off the presses, Doug. Like as of about 1 this morning, it's official that if someone wants to see me and you in our fancy new belts, Doug and I, we will officially this year be at the Show Me Treasure Hunt in Greenville, Missouri. I didn't think we were going to go, Doug. I didn't think it was going to happen. This literally came together last night. I was texting back and forth with Mitch and Renita and Mark, Scott Cash. So I want to thank everybody.
Can't forget Martha.
And Martha Cash, all our Missouri friends.
Yep.
So listen, if you guys are not familiar with the Show Me Hunt, which is one of our favorite hunts we've ever been to, it is super exciting. I'll make it full screen real quick. It's coming up. It's in like 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, whatever the math is. March 27th through 29th. All sorts of fun stuff going on. There's going to be not only natural metal detecting, there's going to be seated areas. There's going to be a gold panning part of it. There's going to be arrowhead hunting. He's doing a fishing competition at the lake that's there. There's a nighttime pinpointer hunt, a free kids hunt, the ID Me Challenge hunt. And if you win that, they're giving 3 Nokta Legend 2s away. I don't even know all of the fancy things that are going on, but I thought I wanted to share with everybody. If you guys can make it, we don't get too many hunts anymore, Doug, but we will definitely be, now it's official, at the Show Me Treasure Hunt. There's a little clip of the activities for Saturday and Sunday. All sorts of fun things. So if you want to go, if you want to hang out with Doug, he'll let you rub his feet or whatever he does. I'm not even
Scratch
sure.
my back.
Scratch his back. And but we are officially going to be there. Well, also, Doug, if you don't remember in the chat, one of our moderators, the Show Me Hunt is where we first met Alicia
Before she will be there.
Before she was even a nomad. We met her way back then. And now look at us. You know, now she's like one of our good friends. She is a fixture.
Yep.
So the Show Me Treasure Hunt, and as an added bonus, next week on the live show, I'm going to have Renita and Mitch come on for about a half an hour to explain some of this, because I don't know what the gold panning event is. I don't know what this fishing tournament is, or the ID Me challenge, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So they're going to come on next week for a little bit, and we'll talk about it. Should be an exciting adventure, and I'm excited to get back down to Missouri.
Do you happen to know if there are any available tickets?
Yes. Well, that's why I'm promoting it.
Okay.
I think they're capping it at like 240 people or so. And I think there's like 40 tickets left.
Oh, good.
So I'm going to do my best to try to at least
we can sell them for them.
I just want to get the information out. Maybe people aren't aware. If they don't, it's mostly advertised on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, I want to try to help get the word out there. Hopefully you guys can make it.
Well, we missed last year's event, but we heard it was every bit as good as the year before when we were there. And that was spectacular. So
it's one of those events where
no question.
It has an atmosphere like Cheers, the church Cheers, where like everyone treats everyone well, everyone's friendly. Not that other events aren't like that, but it has a real family atmosphere.
Well, that's the Midwest. That's the way Midwesterners are.
Well, they are very nice.
About Southern hospitality. Well, Midwestern hospitality's got them beat.
Yes. So just wanted to give them a shout out real quick. Again, like I said, Alicia Hot Mess Fishing will be there. So we'll get to hang out with her again at the Nokta tent. So it'll be nice to see Alicia again. Oh, and I look over, I see Bree is here too. Metal Bree Tectorist.
Is she going to be there?
I don't know if she's going to be there, but I see she's been putting up a lot of like short tutorials on the new Legend 2.
Oh, okay.
So if you're thinking about getting one, we haven't done any videos on it yet because there's still snow everywhere.
Right.
But you can check out Metal Bree Tectorist, and you can get.
This has been the worst winter since you and I started hunting together.
Yeah, the year I met you was the worst year of my life. Yeah. No. I
thought the worst year was when we first met.
No doubt about it. All right, let me bring the other gang in, Doug. They've been sitting backstage while we ran on. Okay. We'll bring in the lovely and talented Rich Van Winkle.
How you guys doing?
I was waiting to see like your mom's ready to come out. Like,
I thought you were gonna. Thought you were gonna bring.
Of course, I always like to try to catch Rich off guard.
Everybody off guard.
And let me bring in the truly lovely Lindiana Jones. There she is.
Funny.
How are you, Lynn?
Good. How are you?
Good. Lynn, I'm excited. We just found out last night about the Show Me Hunt. I'm looking forward to going that.
Yeah, sounds fun.
Anyone in the Missouri area, or if you're not in the Missouri area and you want to take a little vacation, we'll be making at least 1 or 2 videos there, Doug. I'd love to get some of some of our friends in a video. And then, of course, we can't make to that. I know we're doing the Come Out Swinging event in April. That's going to be a good
11th,
one.
11th, I think, or 12th, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I'll probably have Robert on soon. I think we're doing something special there too. We might even do a live quarter after from the event. Nokta's giving away a bunch of stuff. There's going to be all sorts of cool prizes. So we're still working out the particulars on it, but that should be a fun one. And I know we'll all be there, and we'll have a really good time finding some good old stuff.
Can I make a comment here?
You sure can.
Scotty Coppers really touched my heart with a comment he made.
Go ahead, read it off.
He actually noticed I had gotten a haircut and congratulated me on a nice haircut. I think I can put my hat on now that everybody's seen how good I look with a haircut.
Yeah. How many hairs did you get cut? All 6 of them?
Which one?
7. There was 7.
A new one sprouted up?
Yeah, I've been taking biotin in hopes that it would grow like luxuriously like Rich's. But,
I can't grow a beard like Rich's. I tried before. It doesn't.
No, I wasn't talking about a beard. I was talking about
I just saw hair anywhere. Rich
Nice.
has hair everywhere, all over his
Yeah.
body.
Well, I got hair everywhere but my head.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Listen, I don't know where this conversation's going. Let's steer it back on track again. I saw a bunch of people. My chat just started to go up again. It comes and goes. It's really weird. But I see Relic Rat is in here. Rich Van Buckle Boy is in here. Dangus Squat Burger. Which hair did you get cut? I know that's the thing. Danimal Diggs is here. Crazy Digging. I'm excited. Adrian Tucker is here. A bunch of people. We will yell them out as we go. But I wanted to start the show a little bit, Doug, where we were recapping the last couple of hunts where we had some pretty unique spills in both of them, which, we don't get a lot of weird spills. Usually you get a spill, it's some coins or whatnot, but we got some kind of bizarre ones. And if you didn't see the video, we're going to spoil it for you tonight. Okay. So, but we'll start off with the first hunt. This video came out last week, and I'll preface it by saying, look, we've been snowed in for 3 weeks now, which is I think the longest stretch we've ever been snowed in for.
Yep.
So I'm digging through the archives of videos. So I think this one was probably filmed, several months back.
Somebody commented after you introduced it as before the snow hit. Well, there's leaves all over the trees.
I know. Well, listen, hey,
it was definitely before the snow
hit. It was before. No, I didn't say when. It was before the snow.
You didn't lie.
Right. I didn't record it in the future.
Yeah.
Look, it is what it is. Look, you think I don't want to be outside digging holes in the ground, Doug? I do.
You
think the brand new Legend 2 that we got, I've only fired up in my garage. How itching I am to get out and use the darn thing. Mother Nature, she's starting to come around. It's gonna melt over the next 4 days, and I think next week we're gonna try to get out several times during the week.
Okay.
But let's see here. This hunt was pretty fun. I'll kind of go through them a little bit quick. I put it in because I always say, Doug, I always say that I never get a funny picture of Lynn. Like I always try to make, and I was like, you know what? I wanted to be one of the gang tonight, and I'm gonna put up a silly picture of Lynn.
Oh, that's.
But the rest of the Lynn pictures are all good. But I wanted to get one silly one in because.
Well, thank you. That I really feel part of it now.
Yeah, I wanted you to feel part of the group. Everyone else, Doug's got some really great
pictures. Everybody's got to have a turn in the barrel.
Right. I even put myself a bad one today, Doug. Usually I only give myself the best angles.
Yeah, we want to see that bad one.
Yeah. But Lynn had the first find at this field, and it was innocent. Listen, the way it's been going lately, especially this past week's video, from like 8 a.m. until like 2 in the afternoon, we would have killed for this thing.
You're not kidding.
We couldn't find a gosh darn thing. But Lynn had this beautiful little buckle, and Buckle Boy was in the chat. I don't know if he's still in the chat or not.
Yeah, he's in. Yeah.
I always have a hard time dating buckles, so I find that when someone finds them, we kind of glaze over it and move on pretty quickly, unless it's something like a shoe buckle, knee buckle, something fancy. This one's kind of fancy. I don't think it's super old. I think it's 20th century, but little shout out. I don't have his book in front of me. If you pick out Buckle Boy's book, I know he's got sections of buckles. I should really study them more because I have a hard time differentiating between the buckles. I see Bree said Noke to Mark is in the chat. Is that Mark Tominski? I think that is Mark. I see his little hand up there. I have to keep looking over. My chat right here doesn't work, but welcome to Mark. Mark was also instrumental in helping us get to Missouri. So shout out to Mark.
I told you. How's my volume? Someone said it's.
I can hear you just fine. They probably just want you to turn it all the way down because they're tired of listening to you.
Oh, okay.
Don't let them fool you, though. You sound good. You sound like a young Botticelli.
Yeah, they know if I start messing with this computer, I'll just
don't
right off.
Yeah, what we try to tell Doug is don't touch anything. Don't. If the volume's too low, just talk louder. Don't touch it.
Okay.
Anyway, that was Lynn's first find of the day here. There's a better picture of Lynn. Proud with her new buckle in the Ultimate Finds box, Doug. We haven't really give Eric a shout out in a while. We do use those Ultimate Finds boxes every week. They are great. I just thought of it. So if you don't have one yet, make sure you check them out. TheUltimateFindsBox.com. They come all different colors, and They protect all of our treasures. Go ahead. You can say something.
Yeah, let me say something about that. I don't typically use it in the field, but I'll tell you what I do use it for. I have put a bunch of buttons and small coins and little items in it. And when I go door knock, it's like my little sample case. And people are really enthralled when they see what it holds and how interesting looking these things are. And sometimes it gets the door open for us. So,
yeah. So, the rest of us put our finds in them as we go. Like he said, Doug uses his as like a salesman sample kit.
The sample kit, yeah.
Right, salesman sample kit. Anyway, shout out to Eric, ultimatefindsbox.com.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think I'm going to try to fly through some of these. Next one was my find, nice 42 signal. I know you can't hear it, but you can see it. You can live vicariously through the image. And I think mine was a button, nice gold gilt button. When I was putting the show together, I wasn't even going to put the button in. I was just going to skip it. But I was thinking when I saw it, Doug, if you had to put a guess, and I'll pose it to Rich and Lynn and everybody, how many buttons do you think we found over the years? If you had to guess, how many buttons?
Thousands.
That's what I was going to say. Do you think we've probably found 5,000 buttons?
Yeah.
And I still get excited. They're one of my favorite things. I just finished putting a new display. I can't reach it, or I would show you a new display for my living room. I love buttons. And I always tell the story that when I first started detecting, I could care less about a button until I started finding them. And I'm just enthralled with them. I love them almost as much as coins, maybe more so in some cases. So shout out to buttons everywhere.
Well, some of them are so ornate and decorative.
Wicked Digger's here. Shout out to Chris. I see Wicked Digger, another moderator.
Okay. They're so interesting looking, and you knew that when they were made to be artistic.
Yes.
And
all of them.
I'll tell you who finds the most artistic ones is Rich. He just
he finds the most of everything.
Finding
the most of everything.
I do love buttons.
Yeah.
A real lot.
Yeah, we all love buttons. Midtone Matt is in the chat, Doug. He said at least 1,000 at the Cobb Field alone. He might be right.
Yeah.
We found a ton of them there. So all the time. 5 Mile Relic Hunter is in the chat too. We might see him at the Show Me Hunt. I think that's where we first met 5 Mile Relic Hunter.
Nelson's. Remember Nelson's farm?
Yes.
Tons.
All of them. Oh, the History Digger's here too. I see. We're gonna see him at Dig Stock. I saw he's gonna be at Dig Stock. So we're gonna be at Dig Stock also. But I don't know if he's going to Show Me or not. If he doesn't, I'm going to have to tell him how good Show Me is so we can get down there. Anyway, buttons. We all love buttons. But after the buttons, I think I had the best find of the day. I'm going to show the last 2 finds from this spot, and I'll let the chat decide who had the best find. This one was a 47 signal for me on the Legend 1. This is before the Legend 2 came out, obviously. Had a little shiny silver circle in my hand, Doug. But even from this picture, like this is what I was looking at in the moment. I was like, what is this? This is something unique. I could tell it wasn't like, it's dime size if you can't tell from the scale, but I knew it was going to be something funky because it wasn't like a Merc or a Rosie or a Barber. So I called Rich over and we sprayed it all down. And even there was a close-up of it before I sprayed it. Like, what is that thing?
Yeah.
You know, it's
hard to tell.
Right. I think you said it was like an Enigma wrapped in a Twinkie or whatever you said.
Yeah. Enigma wrapped in a riddle.
In a riddle, yeah. And it was something like that. But it turns out it was one of these, Doug. And I'm going to do it full screen because we don't find very... Yeah, and I think I misspoke in the video and called it a fish scale. And forgive me, I forget some of the Canadian coin terms. I think a fish scale is like a nickel. But this was a dime. Old Queen Victoria the First from the 1800s. And I don't know if the coin is worn down or if that's what she looked like. I mean, look at her face. Her nose is like squished, like she...
It looks like she's wearing a mask during COVID.
It looks like she did a 100-yard dash in a 90-yard room.
Yeah.
But the back looks beautiful. And that could just be wear. Queen Vicky may have been a gorgeous looker.
Yeah.
10 cents, beautiful crown. I think it was 1881. It's hard to see,
Yeah.
but we find very few silver Canadian coins. So I was really excited when that popped out. And I think I even, I always capture you guys when you find something good with a beautiful bokeh background picture. And I think I got one of myself because I had a nice proud moment there, Doug, of
Oh, yeah.
getting something good out of the ground. I often miss out. Anyway, of the two finds I was talking about, this was one of them. This was my find. Obviously, I'm holding it. The other good find from this field was found by this gentleman right there. And I have no idea what that pose is. I thought it was funny, and I thought I'd include. I don't even know what you're doing there, Doug.
I have no idea.
I have no
winging
either.
it, something.
I didn't Photoshop that. That's what you look like.
Yeah. I do stupid things all the time.
Anyway, this was Doug's find. Big green disc in the ground. So, we had a good feeling about it. Looks like that. Couldn't tell much what it was, but it did clean up a little better. This is, believe it or not, the front. And we were able to make it out from the front. I'm curious in the chat, if anybody in the chat knows, from looking at this front, I can see the bust. I can tell what it is. Let's see how savvy the chat is with a dirty, slick farm field copper. Let's see if anyone can make it out. I'm going to wait like 20 seconds, Doug, and I'll let any of them chime in.
Just keep talking. Can't have 20 seconds of dead.
Oh, no. Doug, I don't think I've ever in my life had 20 seconds of silence.
Okay.
Ever since I came out of the womb, Doug. I'm checking to see here. Let's see. William and Mary. No, good guess. I wish it was a William and Mary. We don't get a ton of those. Cartwheel penny. No, wasn't quite that big.
No,
we've only found one cartwheel penny ever, found by Rich Van Winkle.
Yep.
It's large cent size. It's hard to tell. 5 Mile Relic Hunter said Mr. T. I'm not even going to
field.
Yes. There we go. Pamela Jean got it right. It's a matron head. If you look really close up here, you can see the top of her hairline up here. You can kind of see the bun right here. And I can see a little bit of her forehead and then her nose coming down. Her eyeball is right there. It's not in great shape. We kind of figured it out from the back. The backside came out better.
Much better.
So there you can clearly see 1 cent. The back with the horizontal line under the cent. The matrons had them. The braided hairs did not. So a lot of times if we can't tell, we'll look for that line, which is a nice distinguishing mark on the back. Mm-hmm. So, but that was Doug's nice find. Braided hair. I'm sorry, matron head, large cent. What do you think, Doug? Who wins out of matron head, large cent? I think the year was like 1817, or my later silver Canadian dime. What do you think, Doug?
Silver always wins.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll give you that.
If mine was a mercury dime, I would think your copper wins out. But once you get into the 1800s for silver, to me, that's like next level silver. Because it's, I don't know. For some reason, when something's from the 1800s, it just has that
and the
extra.
fact that it was Canadian, and we don't find a lot of Canadian coins this far south.
Yeah.
So that, that really gives you the edge.
Yeah, we love our Canadian brethren.
Yes.
And we don't get a lot of them. So that was a nice one from Dougie there. Then I lost my track here. I don't even know what's coming up next. Oh, I think I know what's coming up next. So then after that, that's just you and Rich just looking at it, just so we can have some closure from this field. Then we wound up moving to another field because there wasn't much there. Whoa, slow down. We went to a freshly cut soybean field. And I had the first find of the day here, and I called Rich over. I'll go back. Not that it really matters, but it was a 54, Doug. And anyone that hunts with the Legend 1, because the Legend 2 has a different VDI number.
54 is a good number.
54 is like pushing $50 size. Like that's a high number. So when I heard 54, and there was very little trash, I mean, it could always be a can, but 54, you get real excited. And I pulled out one of these, which I absolutely love. Just from there, if you've gotten lucky enough, anyone out there to find one, I find that these are really exciting and enthralling finds. But what it turned out to be is one of these old brass cow tags. And what's cool about them is the farmers back then would have to hand punch those numbers in. They would get brass blanks and have to make them themselves. So it kind of, anything that had to been manually done as part of your everyday utilitarian life, I don't know, it just has a special place in my heart. Like it was an important part of that guy's life. And it might not be super old, but maybe close to 100 years old.
Yeah.
I find them really exciting. And there's a picture of me with Rich Van Winkle. I don't even know what Rich is doing. I always just ask someone to stay in the background and make a silly face. I don't know.
And interestingly, the number on the cow tag matched the number on the legend that displayed.
No, the legend was a 54.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. It matches how many cards are in a deck of cards.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I knew there was something.
Yeah, it matches that. But Doug, if you saw the title of tonight's episode, Thrills and Spills or something like that, I don't know. That means that there must have been some sort of spill, because the very next find, Doug, this is not the same picture. Very next find, about a foot away, 54. So I called Rich over. We got all excited again, and I popped out yet another brass cow tag. Now, listen, to find a brass cow tag in a farm field, not necessarily like scarce, but we don't find many of these brass ones. We might get one or two a year as for the whole group. So for me to get two of them myself, I was really stoked. So there's my little.
I've never found one.
That's what I'm saying. They're not easy to. I thought you did find one like 4 years ago at a field out near Charlie. Yeah, I think I have a picture of it.
Oh,
it's the only one I think, unless Rich found it, and maybe
must have given it to someone.
Well, maybe Rich found it and you just came over to look at it. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But there's my my two brass cow tags. I thought I had 6 or 7 when I got home and put it in my display case. I only had 3. So it almost doubled my all-time collection. Yeah. And all 5 that I own are all different numbers. So pretty exciting. Rich, how many do you have of the brass cow tags?
4,
Sorry.
I want to say.
I didn't know if I I didn't even realize it was still in full screen. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. I'm sorry, Rich. How many you got?
Probably around 4.
And Lynn, you haven't been fortunate enough to get over one yet, have you?
No, I haven't found one yet.
Well, listen, you saw how loud that number comes up. You can find one with a stud finder super glued to a broomstick. It just takes a little bit of luck. That's all it is.
Yep.
Just dumb luck.
If I get a 54, 55, I'm going to be hoping for something different.
Yeah, you could miss it by 3 feet with your swing. It'll still hear it.
Yeah.
So a lot of the hobby is just luck. Don't let people think it's like rocket science. Half the skill is just getting on a good spot. That's really half the skill.
Yep.
So great find there for me. I love that one. Let me see where I'm at. All right. And then let me see what else we got here. Oh, and then Charlie, who's not here today. So I found this little piece, Doug, which it looked really weird. It looked like it was like, I see like a lead left facing old man face, Doug.
Yes.
I mean, do you see that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I know it's not, but that's what it looked like. So I called Charlie over and I had Charlie pose for me so I could make some sort of a comparison. And now listen, Charlie doesn't really look like that, but you know what Charlie does look like, Doug?
He looks like a curmudgeon.
He looks like the guy from Up. He looks like Carl from Up, doesn't he?
That's right. Yeah.
I didn't have time to look for
that for years.
I couldn't find a picture of Charlie this morning without his hat on because it's much more noticeable. But yeah, Charlie looks like Carl from Up. It's so much funner if Charlie was here when we make fun of him.
Yeah.
I feel bad saying it with him not being
watching.
Here. I hope he watched it too. Believe me, it would be nothing we wouldn't say if he was here. But yeah, and of course, we bust Charlie's chops because we love Charlie. And there he's just admiring his doppelganger in his hand there. Then Lynn Deanna Jones got on the board with something pretty cool, which in these plowed farm fields, Doug, Lynn and Rich have that eye of the tiger when it comes to the arrowheads. Like they pick up like a little flake the size of like a mouse's toenail, and they'll show me, and I'm like, I guess so. I mean, but they're so good at it. And Lynn found, I found one arrowhead in farm fields in almost 12 years of hunting farm fields. That's how few I find, and they find pieces every single week. But Lynn got a really nice one there, almost complete. And to make up for the silly picture of Lynn opening the show, I got a really nice picture of Lynn. Come on, that's a good picture, Doug.
Yeah.
That's
Better than
good.
the last picture we saw.
Yeah, that's going to be the cover of the September quarter order calendar once Doug makes
Right.
one.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see that.
But no, beautiful arrowhead there from Lynn. Always finding cool little pieces. Now, Rich was there too that day, and I got, whenever Rich, hopefully, I gave Rich a hat with a GoPro mounted on it. Because Rich digs the most holes and finds the most stuff, I figure, well, let me put a GoPro on Rich's head with the instructions of every time you dig a hole, I don't care if you dig 12,000 holes, just tell the GoPro to turn on and have it record it. And with that being said, out of the 12,000 holes Rich digs, he might turn it on 4 times. But
he's getting better.
He's getting better. He's getting better. But this was one of the 4, and he got something good out of it. So I'm not going to play the whole clip. You can go back and watch the video. But Rich captured live a nice big green circle, which is, that's one of the things we always hope to find.
Yeah, green circles.
So Rich called me over, and then I kind of took over, and we got the O-light out, the Paron, and you can clearly see that face. That side light is a miracle worker, Doug. Now, this coin's not even that bad. It's got some pretty good relief on it, but you can put the slickest coin and side light it, and details pop up. It's, we tout every single week how great it is. And Paron's never given me a red nickel, so it's not like I'm on the payroll.
Yeah.
It's such a difference maker. So anyone out there, pick one up. I like it because it's 90-degree angle, but any flashlight that's powerful enough will really do. I find your cell phone might not be bright enough, so carry a flashlight if you can. But there's Rich's large sand. It looks like it's
the detail on that.
Oh, I got a closer up one too. It might be too close, but let me see. I think it's Rich's. Was that 1827?
Looks like it.
It does look like it, yeah.
You don't remember, I guess.
Well,
I think it's
27 or 37.
Okay. Well, it can't be 37 because 37 would be a braided hair.
Yeah.
So it's either 27 or nothing because it doesn't.
I think they went to 39, didn't they?
Did they? I always confuse that. Who's any coin people in here? I always mess. You might be right.
39.
If I'm wrong, I will be a man about it and admit it. Anybody know? I always confuse those braided the matrons if it was 36 or 39. If anybody knows, I would love to either be wrong or right, but at least I hate to give out bad information.
I'm sure somebody will let us know in a second.
Yeah, somebody will. Keep your eyes out for it, Rich. Someone's going to Google it. Adrian Tucker's going to Google it. And then the last, there's a nice picture of Rich with the old Colonial. That was the starter home, I believe. The home they currently live in is the white one that's kind of off. I try to get the cooler looking buildings in the background. And I think behind Rich's head was like a really beat up old, like a jalopy truck that I was trying to cover. Oh, Metal Protectoress at 1839. So Rich, you were right. She used her she said rebook. I'm guessing red book. She used the red book. So 1839. I don't know why I always forget the dates on that one. Thank you, Bree. And then the last find of this field by me, Doug, on the walk out, another 50 signal, hoping for a silver quarter or something. To add to my spill, I got a third Cal tag, but this one was the junky newer aluminum ones.
Yeah.
But what's cool about it, it's hard to see. It says Virginia at the top, and on the bottom under the number, it says Culpeper. Now, in the metal detecting world, you may have heard the term Culpeper because that's like a really famous section of Virginia where they do all the DIV hunts, where all the Civil War activity was held. Yeah, it's a big. So I've never been to that hunt before, but to find the tag that actually was made in Culpeper, Virginia, I thought was kind of cool. A little tie to
that cow. Sure walked a long way, didn't he? For her, didn't she?
Yeah. I don't know. And look at the number. This guy to have a cow marked 2332. In my mind, that means he's got thousands and thousands of cows, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't just start at 2,300. You'd start at 1, right?
Unless you wanted to impress somebody out of state and make them think you had a big herd.
What? All right, I'm going to skip that. And then we rolled out of this place, Doug. Look at that sunset picture. We walked right into the sunset. We parked about 3 miles from where we were hunting, and just kind of captured it. So very nice, not nice picture of Indiana Jones there too. Let me cue up the other one, because the second one I thought was even more fun. Note to Mark. Let me see. I'll go through the chat real quick. Note to Mark. He always embellishes on his Caltalic numbers. Look at Mark being funny.
Wow.
Look at Mark being funny.
Yeah.
I love it. Let me see. Barb is here. How are you, Barb? Barb, I saw that you were doing the There's Treasure Inside. We had that guy on, Doug. Remember the guy that wrote the book about hiding the treasure chests?
Yes.
I think Barb is like an active treasure chest searcher. So that's what I read. I hope she's gaining ground on that and can find one of those boxes. That would be cool.
Cool.
And talking about treasure, Doug, I booked in 2 weeks. Do you remember around September or so, we had that guest on, W.C. Jameson, the guy that wrote over 100 treasure hunting books and such interesting stories. Remember, Lynn, like he was snuck into Mexico, climbed up a mountain, like found these gold bars, walked down the mountain, tried to elude the police. Someone like shot at him, like just crazy, crazy stories. He's coming on again. One of his books were optioned for a movie. So I thought, oh man, let's have him come on, tell some more stories. Awesome dude. So I think he's coming on in 2 weeks. W.C. Jameson, awesome guy. Can't wait to have him back on again. All right, let me cue up the next one. Thank you, Bree. Yeah, Bree said he was an awesome guest. He was so much fun.
Very articulated as well.
Yeah, and when I, some of these people that are outside of the metal detecting world, when I reach out to them, a lot of them don't even respond. But some of them are like, whatever. But he seemed excited to come back on. He said, "Oh, I had a great time." Bless you.
Thank you.
So that felt good, that he felt comfortable enough that he was excited to come back on. All right. Then this past week's video, which was probably only filmed a few weeks ago. This was like right before the snow, I think, wasn't it, Lynn?
Yeah, it was our last ditch effort.
Yeah, but it worked out really good. But after walking around all day, we didn't get anything, and like 3 or 4 fields, walking, and then we noticed a house across the street. So Matt and I went over and got it. And this is us, hoping for a little bit of luck. And I use this picture because what do I always say that Matt does, Doug? Every single time I take a picture of Matt.
His eye.
Yeah, look, he's in the chat. There he is. Matt, sorry, that was the technician. Thank you. There he is. There's Midtone Matt. Every picture. What is going on, Matt?
Well,
I say, I give
the flash gets to him.
There's no flash, Doug. It's the daytime. I even give the countdown. I'll be like, all right, Matt, get ready. 3, 2, 1, and then he closes his eyes. Maybe he doesn't understand the 3, 2, 1, like what he's supposed to do when I hit the 1. But I think I have a picture later of Matt with his eye. People don't even think Matt has eyeballs. They don't even know he has got eyeballs. Yeah. But this was a really fun little house because we didn't get on it till like 2 in the afternoon, maybe later than that. It gets dark like by 4:30. So we had a really good day closing out this last minute place. And it started off, I think Lynn had the best find from this place, Doug, that we're going to talk about when it comes up in a second. But Lynn had 2 really good finds. The first one she called me over for, and she found that. And at first I was like, Lynn, stop picking up deer turds. but when she put it in my hand, I was like, oh, this is metal. This is nice. And this is a really cool one, Doug, because, this is some sort of a bell, but it's like egg shaped, Doug. I mean, that's a pretty unique. Most bells
acorn shape.
Well, yeah, maybe acorn shape. Yeah. I think I have a picture, if I recall. Yeah, there's like a I'll put it up in this orientation. Lynn, when you got home and did you clean this out, Lynn? Yes or no? And if you did it ring again?
I did clean it out, and it kind of it rattles. It doesn't really ring. I think there's still too much going on in there, or it's it's just too damaged. It does rattle and move. And also when I cleaned it off, there's a number 5 on the outside of it.
Oh,
Oh, on the like for a size.
Yeah.
I just thought the shape was really neat. We have another coming up this week or next week. Another really neat shaped ones. We love all bells. I mean, everyone I'd like to think that does this loves finding old bells, but a lot of them are the same shape. So when you find one like this or that has unique patterns, it's really exciting. And the patina on this was beautiful. I mean, look at that middle shot. That's just a gorgeous, gorgeous old bell. Yeah, look, Mark said it's like the ye old Cadbury cream egg. That's exactly right.
yeah.
That's what it looks like.
I only found one reference in trying to look it up, just online. I only found one picture of the oval shaped bells on a string, a leather strap. So,
Okay.
And where would you age that to be?
I think if that person knows what they're talking about, I think they said like late 1800s.
That's what I'm thinking, late 1800s. Yeah. You could see it's got an iron connector on top, so it's not like Colonial, but it's still clearly 100 years old. And maybe the reason why it doesn't sound good is because it probably has an iron clapper inside, and from the rust, instead of being a nice jingle, it's like clunking around, and so it's like a dull, flat sound.
Right. It's trying to do something, but it's not making it.
Yeah, it's trying to. But it's still a beautiful bell. We love all bells. All bells are welcome here on the Quarter Hoarder channel. But great find there from Lindiana Jones. And Lynn, was that your first ever bell?
I found a piece of a Crotal bell before, a broken one, but this is the first kind of complete one.
Yeah, I didn't even think. I'm so used to Lynn going with us for like 4 years now that I forget sometimes she's only been detecting for like one of those years. So I forget to ask her if certain things are her first find, because I guess you've been with us so long, I just assume you found one. So I forget. But when I was putting it together, I was like, oh, you know what? I bet Lynn never found one before, a whole one that would potentially ring again.
First whole one.
So a great find there from Lynn. Anybody out in the chat, Doug? I'd like to include them. Anybody ever find an odd shaped bell?
Dead King 624 calls it a goat bell.
Yeah, I see Alicia is still waiting for her first Crotal bell. Maybe we'll get one together in Missouri. I'd love to capture the moment if she gets her first one there. I love old bells. I'm looking to see if anyone has one. I wish I had a way where they could send me a photo. I guess if someone has my number, they could text it to me and I'll hold it up. But if they don't have my number, Doug, for the love of God, please don't give it out over the live show.
Can they send a picture to your email address?
They could, but I don't know if I could load it up in the middle of the show. Metal Meddling said mostly broken ones. Yeah, I mean, we found when we went, Doug, I think when we hunted together, and it's probably been 8 or 9 years now, it took you like 3 years to find your first Crotal bell.
I was getting frustrated.
Yeah, but it's such a good feeling when you find that first one. Oh, Bree found an acorn shaped one when she was in Indiana, she said. We found some acorn ones. We found, I don't want to ruin it, but in a week or two, one of us found a really unique one. We found some that have, a lot of them have the rounded petals on it. This one doesn't. Yeah. But we found some that had like diamond shaped petals. It looked like dragon scales. That was super cool. Amanda Collins put a phone number. That is not my phone number. I hope she's putting her own phone number. That's not my phone number, Amanda. But all sorts of cool bells in there. And I wish I could see more of the chat. Gen X Chris hasn't found a bell yet. Yeah, it's an exciting feeling. No bell yet for Barb. I'm just kind of looking. Scotty Poppers found his belly. That's what he's going for. There's one. DP Maine. One of my first finds was a cool Crotal bell. Yeah, it's exciting. And we've gotten, the small ones, which normally seem to stay, a better shot of getting a whole one because they're small. But once in a while, we'll get like a big number 10, big number 11. And man, there's just no better feeling, Doug, because it's like you can go rinse it under a hose and it'll still work again. It's like, how many things can you dig out of the ground that are 250 years old that within a minute
still work.
Again? Right.
Yeah.
It's like finding like a 300-year-old Etch-a-Sketch. Like, what are the odds of it still being able to draw, a Mr. Potato Head guy? There's Charlie the hydraulic hunter. He made it into the.
Is he in?
He's in the chat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's in the chat. He's hanging out. I asked him he was coming on today. He had something to do with turkey. I didn't really understand his answer. I don't know if he's.
Charlie, let us know what the turkey deal is.
Yeah, like I said, can you make it tonight? And he said, turkey. Does that mean you're eating turkey, or you're sick, you're cooking turkey, or hunting turkey? But I just like, all right, turkey. His brother found a big number 12 in a creek. That's from Tommy Boy 3D. Yeah. Crotal bells, one of, any sort of bell. Conestoga bells even, Doug. And
believe it or not, I found 4 Conestoga bells intact before I ever found a Crotal bell.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember all 4 of them, but and once in a while we find a cowbell, which seemed to be one of the rare ones, and you'd think they wouldn't, because a lot of these old places, would have a cowbell and they'd be like, Thomas dinner, hardly ever.
More cowbells.
Yeah, more cowbell. I just saw that skit on like a couple days ago. That's such a funny skit. Cowbell. All right. Anyway, got sidetracked there by the bells. Everyone loves bells. That's why.
Yes.
Oh, and talking about bells, I think bells is going to be at the hunt too, Doug.
Which one?
I'm guessing the Show Me Hunt. I don't know if bells is in the chat.
Neck of the woods, yeah.
I would love to see.
I would love to see. To a hug from her.
Hold on, just got a text. Oh, okay. I just got a text and I'm reading it during the show. I said next week, Doug, we're going to have Mitch and Renita on to talk about the Show Me Hunt.
Right.
I want to hear all about all the events, but Mitch is texting me now saying, hey, I'm a little late on this, but next week on the show, I'd love to give away a ticket to the event. Ooh. So, hey, that's exciting, guys. More of a reason to tune in next week. Not only will you hear about the event that's coming up, one of the best ones out there, one of the friendliest events that you could go to. And we're going to learn all about it, all the vendors that are going to be there, even a vendor that won't be there, which I'm surprised, Doug. Of all the vendors, one of them really shocked me that won't be there. We'll see if that changes. Okay. But Mitch is going to give away a ticket next week. So thank you to Mitch, Renita, the Cashes, and everyone involved in the Show Me Treasure Hunt. Let's move this along, Doug. What time is it? 8:03. Oh, is Belle's here?
Yep.
There she is. Someone texted her. Oh, haven't decided yet. Going to be at Dig Stock. Yeah, some of us will be at Dig Stock. Not all of us. Me, Doug, and Charlie. And then all of us will be at Come Out Swinging, assuming everyone can make it.
Yeah.
So we try to. We're a big giant group. So when someone invites us, we're like, yeah, can me and my 17 friends come? Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to get us all there.
Difficult.
Yeah. We try our best, but it's hard. All right. Anyway, where did I leave off? Talk about this bell for an hour and a half.
Before we leave
go ahead.
The bell theme, we're going to have to go back to it because I've got, and Rich will go along with this with me. We have a Crotal bell spill to talk about.
Oh, well, when I got through this, we can pause right now. When
I cover it now or wait till we get on the spills.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. You could do it now. The theme of the show was spills. I showed the Cal Tag spill earlier, and in this video coming up, there was a really crazy spill.
Yeah.
And it was going to lead into talking about some of our weird spills over the years. But go ahead, Doug. We can jump in. We can.
Well, you're the ringmaster. What do you have?
Listen, it's very loosey goosey. The live shows are just close friends. It's loosey goosey. If there was a guest here, we would be more strategic in our time frame. But go ahead. Anything you want to say?
All right. Well, Rich and I are going to share this. All right.
Okay.
I'll get it started. We're on a permission in Bucks County, a horse farm, and not a horse farm, but they raise horses, draft horses, really beautiful Belgians. So I found a number 9 Crotal bell, intact, beautiful shape. We cleaned it off. It rang. I got so excited. I covered up the hole. And left and went to the next part of the field. Rich and you and Lynn, I believe, and maybe Charlie.
No, Matt. It was Matt.
Was it Matt?
Yeah.
The following week, go back to that area, and I couldn't make it for whatever reason.
You weren't invited. You weren't invited.
I wasn't invited. So, Rich, tell everybody what happened then.
So I swung over the same hole that Doug found the Crotal bell in, and it just so happened there was two more down there, and that's how I found my first Crotal bell. So thanks to Doug.
Intact, both,
Yeah.
and both number 8 and 7, if I remember.
And
Yeah, I'm looking for the. I'm looking for the picture now if I can find it. I didn't even think to bring it up. I forgot about that one. I told the guys before the show. I said, if you can think of any. Well, I mean, I have a picture of Rich holding them both up. His first, that was his first ever Crotal bell, and he found two of them. But go ahead, you can hold yours up, Doug.
What's that?
Oh, I thought you were going to hold yours up.
No, I don't. It's in the garage.
All right. So, then
thanks to Doug not checking his hole.
Yeah,
I found my first,
and that's why I haven't forgotten.
Yeah. That is a good. The moral is always recheck your holes, though. Always.
And interestingly, not far from where that was found, or those three were found, Rich had gotten a permission, and he and I went during the week.
Oh yeah,
right next to where you were working at the time, and I found two Crotal bells in the front yard. And Rich, every time I'd find one, you could see him seething. This was my permission, and I didn't even get one yet.
Yeah.
But then a couple of weeks later, he gets the two that I so lovingly left for him.
Yeah, they were nice. I can't find the picture at the moment, unfortunately. Yeah. I don't even know what year it's from. All my clips are sorted by year, by month, by house, and I don't know which one it was at the moment. But yeah, that was a great one. I remember that, and they were both big suckers, like a 10, 9 and 10, I believe, Rich, and both rang. Oh no, one didn't rang. Wasn't the one rang at the house at least, and the other one, I think the ball was like rusted to.
I thought they all.
No, I think. I mean, maybe eventually, but at least when we were there, I think only one rang, if I recall. All right, lots of bell stories, Doug. All right, let me see. Well, anyway, Lynn's Cadbury egg. Where did I leave off? Seems like we talked about this an hour ago. Let me see. Oh, there we are. We're way up there. Okay. So the next one from this house was me. 35 signal. 35 is on the legends a strange number because it's not often I get something good off of a 35. I don't dig based on the number, but when you look down and you see a number, that number can get you more excited or less excited based on your experiences of digging things. So, I was going to dig it no matter what, but I dig it like with low morale, where if it was like a 39, I dig it with high morale. Right. So I dug this 35 with low morale. But sometimes weird things come up, and I ended up with a coin, and I thought, man, what kind of 35 coin? And it was actually a really nice Indian. I'll bring it up full screen because this isn't like I brought it home and cleaned it. This is a one wiper in the field, both sides, 1882 Indian that came up really low, a 35 for whatever reason. And just like Doug in high school, has a beautiful backside. Let me see if I can get a picture of. Darn it! If I could have got the picture to flip as I said that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Really nice. Everyone knows I'm colorblind.
My backside has 1 cent on it also.
You're a cheap date. Everyone knows I'm colorblind. I say it every week so people don't think I'm just an idiot. But to me, this Indian, I mean, you guys, and I don't know if this one's green or not, but you guys always call them greenies. But to me, when you say greenie, to my eyes, it looks like a Hershey bar, like a chocolatey chocolate bar. So this one looks slightly chocolatey. So I'm curious, is this light green or is this like a dark green?
It's a
Almost
blue
like
green.
an emerald green.
Lynn, I was more for you. You're my color
Yeah,
person.
to me it looks like it's a blue green. It's real. It's kind of bright, kind of a bright bluish green.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. If anybody out there wants to know why I do most of the talking, that's the exact example right there. That's exactly why. If you witnessed that exchange we just had,
I answered.
I know. You got to jump up there. Oh, and someone said, I saw something fun. Someone said, darn it, I missed it. Let me see if I can look for it over here.
Seafoam green.
No, I mean, I guess that's funny too. Almost seafoam green, yeah. No, someone said something about digging a 35 signal. Let me see if I can scroll up a little bit. No. Oh, Wicked Digger said 35 is a good head stamp number. Yeah, I don't, by head stamp, he means a shotgun head stamp.
Yeah.
But we don't.
I don't, when I first started this hobby, Doug, years and years ago, I enjoyed finding head stamps. I don't have it. I can't reach it.
You got a
I have
collection of them.
Well, I have a display case that I put
Yeah.
together. It's really beautiful. I'll bring it on the next week's show, where I would clean and wash all my shotgun head stamps, clean them all up, and in the middle of the display, and it's in like a shadow box, and it's big. It's like 24 by 18. In the middle is like a sheriff's badge that I found. Then coming out in like a ring around it were long bullets, like 30 bullets that I found.
Mm-hmm.
And then all on the outside are shotgun shell, all different ones, all different makers, with little pieces of paper under it that I made explaining, the date range that company made them. And what I've told Doug and Rich is, I say, like, why are shotgun shells not a good find? Like, we've talked about this a lot before, where I say they meet all the criteria that it should be cool. You can date them. There's writing on them. They're unique. They were handled by humans. They can be 100 some years old.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they're not cool. Why is that? Why are they not cool? They should be cool based on all the criteria that makes other things cool.
I think we just sort of associate them with finding bullets, and how we find hundreds of bullets that are just so boring.
Yeah, I don't know. I talked to Rich about it last year rather. And I said, Rich, I want to think of a way where we can try to make shotgun shells cool again, if they were ever cool.
We're waiting for that.
I can't come up with anything. Because I know I don't get excited about them anymore, but
You've
they
already
should
put too much thought into it.
They should be cool. I don't know why they can't. Anybody have any advice on why shotgun shells aren't cool? I don't know.
You can't even take them because they're, the older ones are brass. You can't even scrap them. They refuse to take them.
Scotty Popper says, are any worth money? Believe it or not, some are worth money. Yes. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to have an easy time selling them. But if you put in some effort, there are Facebook groups. There used to be a forum of people that collect old ammunition and shells and things like that. And some people do collect them, because you can take like a Winchester, like a common name, and you can go, and over the years, they may have made very subtle differences to the markings. Maybe it would say Winchester with like 2 dots, and then they would change it to like ... And then maybe they'd have 1 ring around the primer, then maybe 3 rings. But you can date them just like anything else, a Zippo lighter or any other weird thing. So you can get to within like a 5-year range on almost all these shotgun shells. And some of them go back to the late 1800s. I mean, that's a cool thing in theory. But, once I filled up my display case about 8 years ago, I've never saved another one.
Yeah.
But in the moment, it was cool.
It's funny you say how you clean them up. I remember when I first started watching your videos going back 10 years ago, you would clean everything. Everything you found was cleaned up and in a wrap up.
Yeah.
And even cleaned up, you could hardly identify 50% of what you dug up.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like painstakingly cleaned, but I tried to make them look a little better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shotgun shells, I mean, they're usually brass or copper. You can throw them in a rock tumbler with some Dawn dish soap for 20
Yeah,
minutes and they'll
clean
look
'em up.
pretty good. They'll look pretty good.
Yeah.
The hardest part is trying to like clip off, you know, the plastic so
Yeah.
it's not jagged so you can display it.
Well, the real old ones were all brass. Didn't have the plastic.
I have 2 or 3 where the entire thing is all
Yeah.
brass.
Yeah.
They're rare to find. They're hard to find.
They're the old ones. Yeah.
And hard to find doesn't necessarily mean valuable. You have to just in metal detecting, sometimes rare and super cool has nothing to do with value. Sometimes it does. It's just some things are just cool intrinsically.
Right.
All right. Anyway, left off here. Let's get back to the whatever we're doing here. So there's my Indian penny.
We still
and
talking about that?
No, we're moving on because I think the next one was my favorite find of the whole video.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. All right. So, and I'm going to do these full screen because I really want everyone to appreciate this. And Lynn, you can walk us through them. Someone said, didn't some have paper? Yeah, the old ones, meddling they were all paper, and those head stamps will look really clean because there was never any plastic on them.
Yep.
All right. So they called me over. You can see Lynn is not proposing to Doug. She found something in that hole by her knee. And this is bad to the bone cool. This is super duper cool. Here we go. So I walk over and Lynn hands me, darn it, it's not playing. It's messing up my timing. Lynn hands me this. And at first glance, I thought it was like a hinge, like a door hinge. I don't know why. It doesn't look like a door hinge now, but in the moment, I was like, oh, a door hinge. That's cool, you know. But then I saw, you can see it a little bit here, like a little pattern coming through. Like I can see like a V and I can see something in the middle. And we were like, oh man, this is going to be something cool. So Lynn got it and brushed it all down and cleaned it up. Look at Doug's face. He's all excited.
Wow.
Now, and during this clip, Doug, and I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't realize it.
Yes, you did.
I swear I did not. I wouldn't do that to you. But, you know, as I lifted the camera up during the course of this clip, and I lifted it up to show Doug's face or excitement or saying something, apparently Doug had a long snot rocket hanging from his nose. And I didn't catch it in the editing, but the viewers caught it, Doug. There was a lot of comments.
Yeah, they pointed it out. Yeah,
I apologize. Listen,
yeah.
I take pride in making fun of Doug. I do. But I always make it obvious that I'm making fun of him. And I wouldn't have done that and not taken advantage of the moment.
Yeah,
I get my licks in every now and then.
Yeah, you get some. So yeah, if anyone wants to go back, people were putting the timestamp in like 603 to 604.
Yeah.
So I apologize, Doug. I just missed it, which is really rare. I just
and it was cold. It was.
Yeah. Before every clip, we do a nose checks. We do nose checks in the winter, and anyway, Doug's excited. Now here's where it gets really good, Doug. Oh, let me go back to the full screen.
Tyler Yosko's in.
Oh, Tyler is here. Tyler Yosko from the Pittsburgh area. Oh, the Key Day Kid's here too.
Wow.
Oh, look, he said bring a hanky. I'm not getting involved in that again.
yeah.
All week he was sending me pictures of handkerchiefs, and I was saying how handkerchiefs are disgusting. Like, why not carry used toilet paper in your pocket? Come on. Some things are disposable. All right, let me do the full screen because this is where it's cool. If they saw the video, they know how cool it is, Doug.
Yeah.
This was Lynn's find. This is the back. Maker's mark in the middle. But when we turned it over, oh, this was cool. Here we go. That's what Lynn's find was. Lynn, explain to the viewing audience what they're looking at here.
Well, we kind of unbent it a little bit and then cleaned it and the letters started coming through and we couldn't see what it said at first. And then all of a sudden we saw it said DeSoto, product of Chrysler Corporation. As Jason said, that day was really rough. We'd been in several different fields and it was really nice just to bring something up out of the ground that was a thing. And the more we looked into this, it was neat. We were sort of surmising in the field that it was probably maybe 40s or 50s. But when I got home and looked it up, I found out that this one actually was from about 1936. and saw pictures of it, right on the front grill of the DeSoto, that great big boat of a car.
Yeah,
They were all
And,
big boats.
they were amazing.
Yeah.
Old Irish Reb said it's a radiator badge.
Yeah, that's what it was, and a radiator emblem.
Exactly what it is.
I put it in the video too. We did figure it out. I see Mark again in the chat. Triple score strikes again. That's right, Lynn.
Yeah.
Lynn representing that triple score with the best finds of the day with this and the bell. I have a picture, Doug. If you're not familiar with what it would look like, that's what it would look like new, beautifully enameled. This would be right on the grill. The first thing you see when that big old DeSoto comes rolling down the road, those things were built like a tank. And it's got all the cool markings. It's got the Thunderbirds on there. It looks like the Thunderbirds are like standing on like a chalice. I'll make it a little bit bigger so people can see it.
Wow.
Like it looks like they're standing on a chalice, which is kind of unique. Up at the top, there's like another bird with its wings out. Like, I don't exactly take pride in finding old car parts necessarily.
That's the one you want. Though.
Right. Once in a while, you get one really cool. And I'd never seen this before. Over the years, we very rarely find really nice radiator emblems or hood ornaments. We found a couple. You found a beautiful Nash Rambler hood ornament years back, or maybe Kyle did.
Kyle
found that.
Yeah.
I just think it was really cool. And it just opens up so much fun because in the comments, a lot of people were talking about, hey, my grandpa owned a DeSoto dealership or whatever. And I had a little fun with it too, because I had said that Howard Cunningham from Happy Days drove a DeSoto. And I spit it out like I knew that 100%. So when I got home, I had to double check, Doug, because I don't like to spit out wrong info. And there's a picture of a DeSoto. Like you said, it was from a very specific DeSoto.
Yep.
It was from a 1935/36 DeSoto Airflow.
And look on the radiator.
Yeah, you can kind of see it here.
Right
low, yeah.
Only those 2 years had it, and then they changed the look of the emblem. So you can really date it specifically right to that 35/36, which I think was like the heart of the Depression, wasn't it, Doug? You were around.
Just starting to come out of depression.
Okay, you were just starting to come out of it?
Yeah.
But then when I double checked, Doug, like I said, I found a picture from an old episode, and I tried to screenshot it. It's a little blurry, but in what you're looking at is a 1944 DeSoto driven by Richie Cunningham. In the center is Potsy Weber, and on the right is Ralph Mouth.
Yeah.
All three from Howard. So I was right, Doug. Totally out of the blue, called it that Howard Cunningham had a DeSoto, and he let his boy Richie drive it.
Yeah. Wow.
And then as a shout out to, I have a picture of the Happy Days. Rich.
Yes.
You're kind of quiet. Rich, I'm going to give you 30 seconds.
Everybody.
Can you name all the characters in this picture?
No, I can't.
Can you name any of them?
Well, I know there's Fonzie, and I can point to you like who.
You don't have to point. You just say a name. You just say a name. You don't have to point.
I don't know everybody's names.
Well, the ones you do know. Let's see if you can get three.
Jay, use your pointer, and when you point on him, he names.
All right. Who's this, Rich?
Fonzie.
All right, Fonzie. Everybody know Fonzie, right? In the chat,
Yep.
A lot of people say they can. You probably have to be over a certain age. My age, I know them, but Rich is obviously younger than me. Who is this?
Watching it all, I just don't remember.
Who is this guy? This guy was kind of relevant after the show. Had his own show for a little while.
I can't remember.
Handsome Paisan. Chachi, that's right. Scott
yeah.
Baio. Yep. I see Danga Squatburger wrong. Don't you look at the chat, Rich.
Oh.
How about this one up here? Richie's younger sister up here, Rich.
I forget her name.
Joni,
that's right.
That's right.
All right.
And Joni and Chachi.
That's right. They were a couple.
That's right.
And they had a spin-off show. Joni Loves Chachi, I think it was.
Yes.
How about this guy down here, Rich?
You already said his name, and I can't. Remember.
Right. If you were paying attention, I said it 30 seconds ago.
And I know that's Richie's parents there.
Right. which
But I
two? What is this? Is this Richie's dad
No,
or is this Richie's dad?
that one.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
All right. So this guy's name, you know,
I can't remember.
Potsy.
Potsy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Sue Ramsey in the chat. His actual name was Warren, but they called him Potsy.
Yeah,
Very
Potsy.
extra points for Sue, but the points mean nothing.
Yeah.
What's her name, Doug? Let's see if Doug knows her name. Everyone called her Mrs. Cunningham, but
That's what I always call
but
her.
she had a name. Let's see. Anyone know her name? Anybody out there? You know, you be respectful and call her Mrs. Cunningham, but she had a name.
Miss C.
Anybody know it? We'll come back. I'll wait and look. I'll wait and see. Up there we go. Dangus Squapper got it. Marion, Doug. Marion Cunningham.
Marion. Yeah.
Of course, Howard Cunningham.
Howard.
Richie. This one, what we said was Ralph Mouth. Do you know who this is, Rich?
I don't see what you're pointing at.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right here. This guy.
He
He looks like
was
Fonzie's dad.
wasn't he the guy? He worked in the diner.
Yeah. He owned the diner. What was his name? You know his name though for 5 points.
Remember. Was his name Al or something?
Yes, I think it was Al.
was?
Wasn't it? It was Al, wasn't it, Doug?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I
Yeah,
think
everybody's saying it's Al. Big Al.
Oh yeah, Al Del
Al.
Vecchio.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying
Al
that.
Del Vecchio.
There we go. Now, Doug, there's one person, a family member that's missing. If you watched it in the original season, a family member is missing. If you remember Happy Days, there were 3 children, and after the first season, they just wrote one of them out. You never saw them again.
Really?
People are putting in the chat. Don't you look at the chat, Doug.
Why?
Who? Because then you're going to see the answer.
Well, I'm going to find out sooner or later.
All right. Yeah,
I've
Richie
already
had
admitted I didn't know who it was.
Richie had an older brother in the first season named.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
And they just wrote him off like he just died, and they never
Didn't
mentioned
they say,
him.
like he joined the Navy or something?
Yeah, but he never came back for weddings or ever again to watch Fonzie jump over the shark. Nothing.
Wow.
All right. Anyway, but
I
yeah.
do remember that.
Whoo, man, really long Happy Days segue there, Lynn. But anyway, it all spawned from this wonderful picture of Rich, which I used as of Lynn, which I used as the thumbnail.
Hey, Matt's eyes are open almost.
Yeah, almost. Actually, once in a while he gets one open. Oh, there's some. Look, people are putting extra Happy Days people in the chat. There was Ted McGinley was in there. I think when they moved Pinky Tuscadero and Leather Tuscadero.
Laverne and Shirley were in there.
Laverne and Shirley,
was a
Carmine
spin-off.
Ragusa.
Yeah.
Come on, we should have a watching one day.
Yeah.
We'll do a live show, and behind me, I'll just play Happy Days reruns.
What did Carmine always sing? What song was it? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. It was something like "We're gonna go from rags to riches."
Rags to riches.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, anyone that's 25 or under left half hour ago, they're never coming back. They're never coming.
Next week, Gilligan's Island.
All right. So after Lynn's awesome DeSoto thing, then Matt had a really good find. Called me over for a nice big dirty circle, and look at that hole, Doug. You can't even see the bottom. That might have been the deepest hole of the day. And this was a tough one.
Yep.
Looking at it here, I mean, even with the side light, it looked slick. I didn't think we were going to get anything off of it. And off camera, me and Matt sat there with the flashlight for a good 15 minutes. Couldn't see anything. And then just as I was about to say, all right, Matt, sorry, it's slick. Oh, look, Lenny and Squiggy. Forgot about them. That's right. And Mork and Mindy was a spinoff.
That's right.
Oh, man, we have the best Happy Days group. Anyway, but we were at the last second able to get a look at it, and I'll make it full screen because it's tough. It was a tough one. Can you see what it is, Doug, based on that picture? I mean, I know you might know if you saw the video, but could you have figured out based on that?
No.
That was the best I could get it to. I needed the flashlight to just creep over the horizon of my finger. I had to have my finger partially block it. It was really weird. But Lynn, can you see it in that still?
A drape bust, half cent, was it?
Yeah, that's right. But can you see it, or are you just remembering
Well,
that
I can see the bottom. I can see the bust or whatever.
Yeah.
The drape.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can see her shoulder. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a tough one, but that's what we got out of Matt. Let me see. I'll come back again. So Matt, awesome find. And I got a picture of there. His eyes are probably closed, but whatever.
They are.
Yeah.
I think he walks around all day and just detects with his eyes closed.
He squints.
People are still putting in Laverne and Shirley
Happy
thing. I
days.
saw another one too. I missed it. I just love Alicia, who is fairly young, and Bree, if she's still here. I wonder if they even know what Happy Days is. I'm not even sure. Oh, and Mr. Miyagi, Pat Morita.
Yeah.
That's right. He bought the restaurant from
Al.
Al. That's right. All right. Then after Matt's, then we had our super cool spill, Doug. One of the cooler spills, although a really bizarre little spill. I actually started the spill off with a 46 signal, hoping I was going to get lucky with like a silver quarter. Oh, Bree does know. She watches Nick at Night. I forgot about Nick at Night. I found this piece, Doug, which looks like I found like some sort of a bank lollipop. You know, it was like sealed in like a plastic with a bulbous little center. And I didn't know what it was, but what was going off on my pinpointer. And when I peeled it apart, there was a watch inside. Pretty unique, to find something like that. So that's what it looked like right there. And I played with it for a while because I felt like you, Doug, where I was like, oh, it's silver. That's what Doug says for everything. But it was just so weird. I was like, why would it be in that plastic? And then I thought maybe it was like new old stock. Like the guy bought a new watch thing. It shipped in that and he lost it before he even opened it. What do you think?
Several people had suggested that perhaps there was a watch repair nearby and somehow got there. But the fact that was wrapped in that foil would kind of lend itself to that being the case.
Yeah, I mean, I would only be speculating. But it's possible. And it was weird because, as you see, as that unfolded, we found all sorts of different types of watch. Someone asked if it was a hand buzzer. That was from Tomcat. No, it was not a hand buzzer, but I remember them. That would have been cool. Never found a hand buzzer. But this was the first one. And of course, I called Doug over. Lynn was pretty far away. She was in this field that was like knee high of mud. And I was like, why is she still in the mud? And so she didn't come over till late. She missed out on a lot of the fireworks.
Yeah, well, I actually found a couple of watch pieces too that didn't make the video because it was late. And
yeah, I have pictures of them, but I didn't. I didn't record you finding them.
Right.
But I did include them in this. And then so I got a picture of Doug because I called Doug over to show him my find, and then Doug immediately starts detecting, and 2 inches from my watch got himself a watch, but he was not bottom feeding. He was not bottom feeding.
2 inches. Okay.
No, but Doug got his own little treasure. Doug got another one. Now, when I saw Doug pull this dirty old watch out, I thought, oh, well, I just found the top piece of Doug's watch. It got broken. But when we laid them next to each other, they were clearly two different watches.
Yes.
So now I was like, oh, well, that's weird to find two watches in like a 4-foot area or so. So then we were like, our Scooby senses went off a little bit. And we're like, wow, could this be like a watch graveyard? Even though it was only two at that point. So the next hole, Doug, another smile. Hey, Jay, I got something. Again, a foot away in this same little area. I think that was his grin of like, I'm right in your area, but I'm doing it anyway.
If only I found silver.
Yeah. And then Doug had a big muddy pocket watch, again, in the same area, which is just crazy. So, like everything Doug finds, he gives to Matt to go clean it because Doug's a prima donna. And Matt graciously, yeah, he's your butler. He cleans he digs your holes. He does everything. That's why Doug likes Matt there. Like Doug just does the easy work and then Matt does everything.
Yeah.
But we cleaned it all off, this pocket watch, and I'm going to do a full screen on this one, Doug. Explain to people what they're looking at.
A choo-choo train.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was going to let you embellish a little bit.
Oh, a choo-choo train on It's an old choo-choo train on a railroad track. What else could I say about it?
I don't know. I was just trying to give you some talking time.
Oh, okay.
All right. But he's right. An old choo-choo train on the rail. And Doug, in the video, I forgot Doug did clean it a little bit better. So there is the cleaned up version, which I guess, would you just put that in a tumbler, Doug?
I put it in my coin tumbler and didn't leave it in long, but long enough to get that muck off of it.
What's your technique for the coin tumbler? What do you use as an aggregate? What do you use for a soap? How long do you leave it in? Let me finish.
Oh, okay.
Now you may go.
I use a little pea gravel, but mostly walnut shells, crushed walnut shells, so it doesn't get damaged. That little chunk there, I think, it must have been hit by another item.
Yeah, it's cool too. Is when you cleaned it, you can see this pattern in the background, like a hash, which I never would have thought was on there.
Right.
So really cool. It's not a precious metal. It's not even necessarily super old. It's just, we find a lot of pocket watch pieces, and it's very rare you find one with an image on it. At least rare for us to find one with an image on it. Usually they're just smooth. So I thought that was super cool.
A.M. Collins, to answer your question, yes, he's my valet as well.
Yes, he does he literally is Doug's valet. He picks him up, he drops him off, everything.
Picks out all my Garanimal clothes.
Yes, he picks out your clothes. He feeds you.
Yeah.
I was gonna. Oh, never mind. All right, and then of course it just continued from there. Another watch piece for me. This is another face from a pocket watch.
We had a dig off.
Yeah, we did a good old fashioned New Jersey watch dig off as a joke. Doug had a signal and I had a signal, and I said, "Let's do a watch dig off." And son of a gun, we both got a piece of watch. Someone said change diapers. I was going to say that. I decided not to, but thank you, Adrian. Another one from Doug there. There's a frame of an old, that might even be like a stopwatch. I can't, because it looks like it's got a nub.
Kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Then I got fooled again, where I thought this one was gold for a second when it came out. I got fooled by the silver one, got fooled by the gold one. I asked Lynn if she could clean it, and then Lynn pulled her hands out, and it looks like Lynn just got done wiping a cow's butt. How'd your gloves get so muddy, Lynn?
Well, you said already I was in the foot of mud. So.
Were you crawling through the mud though? Why? Yeah, look at those gloves. I think I said I'd rather clean it with my feet than have you touch it with those glovey hands.
You did.
But another, and mine was not gold. It was just gold plated.
Hey, Smoking Louie, it's WIPE, not whip.
What's that? Doesn't whip his nose. Yeah, he doesn't wipe his nose. No, he doesn't. He's Smoking Louie's trying to type fast, Doug. Give him a break.
Yeah.
Give him a break. Another little watch gear there from like another pocket watch. Another beautiful watch face. This is one of my favorite ones, Doug. I actually have this in my display case downstairs.
Do you really?
Yeah, I like interesting things because it's enameled.
Yeah.
And if they saw the video, the previous watch face I found also had a maker's name up here. And just from me lightly wiping the dirt off, I wiped the entire name off. When you find enameled things that have ink on them, it'll come out of the ground clean, but a lot of times as soon as you touch it, you literally wipe the letters right off, and you'll see them on your finger. It's so bizarre. So this one, I was very careful, didn't touch it, and I just thought it was kind of cool. It's neat because it has the Roman numerals for the time, but then above them has the actual non-Roman numeral. What do you call a not regular number?
Regular numbers.
An English numeral?
English numbers, yeah.
I don't know. Lynn, what do you call it? You're the smart one in the group.
They're not binary, are they?
I don't know.
Ooh, binary.
Rich, chime in. What Roman numeral and what's the non-Roman, like a regular one?
Don't know. It's a good question.
Anybody know in the chat? It's not. Someone said Arabic. I don't think it's Arabic.
No.
Yeah, like it's got to have a name, right? If we call one Roman, the other one's got to be like a something. Let's see if anybody chimes in, Doug. A
lot of people are saying that, actually.
Saying what?
Arabic.
Oh, I thought he was joking. Maybe that's right then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is. Well, whatever it is. I just thought that was kind of cool.
Farsi.
What did they say?
Oh, Irish rib. Farsi.
What's that mean? I don't know what that means.
It's a Arabic language.
Oh, that went over my head. I'm very lowbrow, Doug. I'm not. Someone said trash. I know. Listen, I'm not exactly going to put this on eBay and try to sell it. Just thought it was neat. It's in my display case now. A month from now, it might get bumped out, but I like to mix things up.
Do you have it next to that beautiful sterling pocket watch you found?
I have a bunch of watches on one shelf in one of my display case, random watch pieces and oddball things. Yeah, that one's in there. A few pocket watches over the years, a few what do you call the thing on like grandfather clocks, Lynn? The
Pendulum.
Pendulums. I have those on there. Just weird things that are related to time and whatnot. Sometimes I get bored and I try to rearrange it and, switch things off and on. So I got that. Lynn's, which did not make the video. I'll put these into, because Lynn's were actually really nice, but I don't recall her calling me over when she found them or anything.
It was kind of after the fact.
We were already over it.
Yeah, you were over it.
Like they were cool for a while.
Actually, hers is, other than the Roman numerals, is nicer than yours.
Yeah, as I said, she didn't call me over though. The round one, it's got like a Mack truck on it, which is kind of cool. It's some sort of unique timepiece. And the rectangular one, Lynn, did you make any effort to clean that? What's going on with that? Is there any design, marking, anything?
A little bit. I think it says Swiss made on it. So it's a Swiss watch, but I don't remember anything else. And then the other one, the Mack truck one, says quartz up there at the top.
Quartz, yeah.
Yeah, a few people in the comments chimed in that I guess are more knowledgeable about timepieces than we are, which doesn't take much at all. And they were putting some dates in there, and they were saying whatever they were saying, trying to be helpful. But yeah, I'm not really sure. I didn't think they were super old. I thought they might have been from the 50s or so, 60s.
Yeah. I don't think they're real old, but the whole mystery is why they were there. I mean, I don't think the watch repair shop really has any bearing on where we were. This was a farm field.
Yeah. Well, if you remember, the woman came out and said that was an old road that cut through there.
But it was still a farm. It was a road, but it was still a farm.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised if there was a watch repair store there.
Yeah, there couldn't have been.
Yeah, just don't know. But it was really weird. And I'm sure if we really hunkered down that area, there might have been 10 more watch pieces. It's just that it was cool for a little bit, but then it wasn't so cool. And we were like, let's move on.
I wonder if that was fill. You know how like at the Cobb field that a lot of that stuff was old fill that was brought in from different.
Oh, Phil brought in from the watch repair.
Maybe it was Phil brought in from wherever.
Yeah. I guess, but we didn't find anything else in that area except for watch pieces.
In that one spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's a good question. Lurker Troy said, did the stagecoach stop at the farm? Now, listen, when I say stagecoach, it was an old stagecoach road, but oftentimes they would convert to an old trolley road in the late 1800s before it just disappeared. Yeah. So it could have been. I mean, I don't know. But even if it was a trolley stop, why would there only be watches around?
Right. And these aren't that old. I mean, I don't think they're older than the 50s.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They're not even 18s. I don't know. It's you said in the video, Doug, it was an enigma wrapped in a Twinkie or something. Yeah, what is it? What is it that you said?
Riddle.
It's an enigma wrapped in a riddle.
What is that? Is that like a common phrase or something? You didn't make that up.
Yeah. How many people have heard that expression?
Yeah, I must not have heard that one before.
Well, you do leave a very sheltered life.
That's true. I don't really go to men. Possibly a cult protesting time and throwing their time. Hey, it could have been. Oh, it was a Joe Pesci line. I love Joe Pesci, Doug. Someone said Joe Pesci line. Yeah. Anyway, I think there was only one shot left, and then we're going to end the little slideshow here. That was just Doug and Lynn smiling as we got the last of the timepieces. I think I dug a piece of trash, and then and that ended the run, and then we were
I
out
think
there.
we decided it was time to move on.
Yeah, that was it. The time was over. Oh,
Is up.
and there's one here, Doug. Let me see if I can bring this up. Arabic Hindu, the modern numbers 1, 2, 3, known as Indo-Arabic, originated in India in 300 BC, featuring the Brahmi script. Oh, so people were right. They put Arabic in there. I thought they were just being funny. That's an actual thing. So Roman numerals are like the X's and the L's and all that.
Yeah.
And then our traditional numbers are Arabic based. Wow, who would have thought that?
How about that?
Thank you for the update. Now, Doug, I wanted to get into some of the cool spills we had over the years, and I wish I could get other people's spills out there. And I don't know if you or Rich or Lynn thought of one, but I remember one specifically, a super cool spill we had before we even met Rich, probably about 7 years ago, where we were in this farm field out in Pennsylvania. And this farm field was huge, Doug. I mean, I felt like we walked miles and miles and miles and found nothing.
Yeah.
And then Charlie, the farmer had told Charlie that he thought there was an old tavern over yonder. That's all he said. Like, that's awfully vague. Over yonder. So we looked for yonder all day. And after like 8-9 hours walking, Charlie found a Crotal bell in the middle of nowhere. There was a super chat. Hold on, from Out West Detecting. Thank you very much. Hello, boys and girl. Look at that, singular. Thank you very much. So Charlie found this Crotal bell. So we all went over to see it, and whatever we do, take pictures, high fives. And then like 2 minutes later, another Crotal bell, and then another Crotal bell, and another one, and another one. And at the end of like the hour or so, 22 Crotal bells we had found in like a 20-foot area. And we had envisioned like someone maybe riding their horse, over this road. Guy got drunk leaving the tavern, maybe crashed, and then the strap of bells fell out and the leather rotted away.
Yep.
But yeah, 22 of them. And I think there was like 6 or 7 of us there. And every one of us found at least one. So we all, which is always nice because you don't want to.
We all contributed.
Yeah, everyone contributed. Everyone got to take at least one home. That was a cool spill. And dare I say, now this might be a stretch for a spill, but the cob field may have been considered a spill because none of us have ever found a cob before or after from that field. I found the first cob. And then going back again, you had found a cob, Rich found a cob, Matt found a cob, Charlie eventually found not quite a cob, but still a 1600 hammered silver, all in a relatively close area. And, never found one before, never found one after. So that might have been a spill, sort of.
Very interesting. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rich.
We found all those those buttons in the cob field too. All the same button with the star on it.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
There were like 7 or 8 of those, right?
Yeah.
Scattered everywhere.
Yeah, I don't remember.
The hand etched one.
Yeah, I don't recall. I mean, like Matt said earlier in the chat, we probably found, I don't know if it was 1,000, but easily 400 buttons from the cob field. They all kind of run together in my mind. There was a couple of spills we had recently. I put a little clip on Facebook a few days ago of Rich recently, Doug, at the house we did maybe in like September, October, where Rich had the spill of like 4 marbles, 2 buffalo nickels, and some sort of like a presidential token.
Yeah.
And I just kept the camera running because it was cool because they just kept popping out one after another. And I thought that was really exciting and super cool. That was a good one. And you had a good spill when Merrill came down in Hunter. Oh, and Merrill's going to also be, shout out to Merrill, my good friend, will be at both Digstock and the Show Me Hunt.
Oh, good.
So, and Merrill travels alone. So I feel bad that he's by himself. So, at the show, I know at Digstock, Brad, Green Mountain Brad, also was kind of had nowhere to go. He's going to be hanging out with us at the Nokta tent. And Merrill, there's probably Merrill might hang out with some of the XP people, but I'm sure he'll be with us. But shout out to Merrill. But Merrill came down and hunted with us, and you had a really cool spill that day too, Rich. You called us over, had I want to say it was like a barber quarter. And then as we were filming it, you kept digging and like another silver came out and another
Yeah.
and that kept coming. I want to say there was like 6 coins in total in that little thing.
Yeah, I remember that now. Dimes and quarters.
Yeah, it was a big one. Oh, people are asking about Merrill. Someone said Merrill ? Yes, Audrey, there's a person named Merrill. He has metal
NYC.
Metal Detecting NYC, YouTuber, nice guy. He's like the XP like spokesperson now too, but really nice guy. We've hunted with him. We'd hunt with him more if he lived closer, but real nice guy. So we'll look forward to seeing him. And Barb said, I thought Merrill had some family issues. I heard something like that. Hopefully
his dad was sick, I believe.
Yeah. Hopefully that, had a better turnaround. I don't really know, but I know he's going to be there. So be nice to get him back out, in the community. I know he's kind of disappeared for a little bit, and hopefully he's coming back again.
Yeah.
So Rich, Doug, Rich, Lynn, do you recall any other cool spills? I know Charlie had one, but he couldn't make it because of something to do with turkey. Do you recall any spills, Doug, over the years? I can think of another one. Do you remember, Doug, the house we did where you found the big brass horse?
Yeah.
Do you remember the spill we found at that house? Me, you, and Rich.
Yes.
What was that spill?
A bunch of toy cars.
It was not only a bunch of toy cars, it was predominantly Hot Wheel red lines.
Yep.
And old Lesnies. It was a spill
to the Hot Wheel.
And when I say spill, there was, if I go back and watch the video, probably over 30 cars, all of them, those real early Hot Wheels from like 67, 68. And some of them are quite valuable.
And in very good condition.
Yeah, some of those were real valuable. That was a nice one. Really cool ones. Anybody in the chat, I'm going to try to keep an eye out for a second. We're going to probably close out of here in a few minutes. Anyone find a cool spill? I mean, coin spills are great. Everyone loves a coin spill, but anyone ever find anything that was not a coin that you find one and you're like, wow, this is neat. But then you find 3, 4, 5 or more. And you're like, wow, this is the craziest day ever. Always love a good spill story. I'm trying to think over the years, Doug, what else we've had other than coins.
I'm sure there's more.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of it. Oh, spoons. Yeah, Doug, remember I don't know if you'd call that a spoon. Oh, right. Bree had one. What? Hold on a second. Bree said she found over 70 rings, but have yet to. I don't know if she found them in a spill. That would be crazy. A ring spill, something like that. I don't know if they were together or not. She might have been having a conversation on her own. Oh, Indie Aquatics said he found a spill of bicycle reflectors. That's kind of cool.
Oh, that jogs my memory.
Oh, and Bree did have a spill of 5 rings in one hole. And I'm sorry, not to interrupt you, but I'm just kind of looking. Chris, 30 buttons in a 3-foot circle. Wow, something happened there then.
Yeah.
Pocket knife spill I'm seeing from Crazy Digging. 3 red lines here in the same spot. Lurker Troy found a bunch of nails. All right, that's a spill. Civil War bullets. Yeah, some of those guys do find a boatload of Civil War bullets. But go ahead, Doug. What were you going to say for your spill?
At that spill that Rich and I shared of the Crotal bells, like I said, there were horses involved. I found that spill of bridal rosettes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I put that up not too long ago, maybe like 4 months ago. You had found 3 of them, and they were all neat. 2 of them were like behind glass, and they were domed.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful one. I forgot about that. Yeah. I'm trying to.
Then I had a spill of a roll of dimes.
Oh, that's right. You found all 50 dimes.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they were all clad.
Yeah, they were all clad, but I remember that. I walked over and you had a pile of dimes. And I go, Doug, you got to count them. So we counted them and it was like 42.
Yeah.
And I said, Doug, there was a roll. We got to recheck the hole.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we found the other. I say we. He found the other 8. Ended up with all 50
The whole
dimes,
roll.
which was that was a really crazy one.
Yep.
I had just had another one, Doug, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, if you remember, when we went to a house with it was you, me, and Jackpot Jeff many years ago. It was that house where in the guy's backyard there used to be a outside dance patio that he said in the 50s, like all the town people would come and they would dance on this like outdoor dance floor. Do you remember that house? No. Well,
doesn't ring a bell.
Well, at that house, I had a spill of a seeded quarter, a beautiful condition one that I handed to you and said, "Don't wipe it." And as I was saying it, you were wiping it, if you remember that. But it was a seeded quarter. It was 2 fatty Indians and a flying eagle, all in like a 3-foot hole.
Yeah.
That was a really good one. I forgot about that.
Well, how you mentioned Jackpot Jeff.
Oh, there's great finds. He was on the show last year. Him and Chig found 81 Civil War bullets in a riverbank. That's cool. And hey, I'll give a shout out to Chig. If you remember when he was on one of his early videos, he had that spill of all those 8 reals and the big silver halves. Like, I don't even know how many he found, over 100 of them.
One of my favorite videos.
Yeah, I think he got millions and millions of views out of there.
Yep.
That was a cool one. Oh, and I see NEPA History and Archaeology found 3 skeleton keys at once and 8 Indian pennies. Rich, do you remember? I hate to outdo him because that sounds really crappy. But do you remember I found 4 skeleton keys in the hole?
I do.
Sorry, but your 8 Indian spill beats me out. But just made me think of the skeleton key spill. That was a cool one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Doug.
Jackpot Jeff, you were having problems with the dog and you got there late.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Jackpot Jeff gets a spill of silver. I think it was a quarter or a $50 and something else. And we finished videoing that. He goes 5 feet and gets another silver spill.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
I remember because Doug recorded it for me. And I remember I was driving there and he's telling me what's going on. And I said, "Oh, Doug, are you recording?" He goes, Yeah. But Doug recorded it in portrait mode, like this. Yeah. And, you know, as a YouTube guy, you really want everything in landscape mode. So I'm like, "Oh, this is great. This is so exciting." You know, he really captured the excitement of the moment. But if I try to stretch it out, it looks pixelated and bad. So I forget what crazy sort of editing tricks I had to try to do to salvage it. But you did catch the excitement vocally, at least, even though it was the wrong format. Here's one too, Doug, I just thought of, and I can't believe I didn't think of it. Jeff North. This isn't the right one, but he found 19 wheat pennies. Thank you, Jeff. I didn't mean to pick the wrong guy. But somebody had said, and I don't know where it is now, Plugmaster Ford. Do you remember Plugmaster Ford's spill?
Well, wait a minute.
Go ahead. I'm waiting a minute.
We got to give the right person the credit.
That's true. Go ahead. Get the right.
Les Stringer.
Yes.
I don't know if he's in the chat. He had permission. Turned out they had 900 silver coins.
It was a lot. I mean, he did like 4 videos from there. They brought a backhoe into this guy's yard. Now, this was a stranger. They door knocked the thing. They found so many, like literally 1,000 or so silver coins that they think what happened was there was a barn there in like the early 1900s. The guy probably had them in a jar or something. The barn burnt down. Yeah. So they think and then they probably knocked it over. So they all spilled out. They found hundreds here's Chris Heimsoth. He was there for some of it. 1,927 silver coins there.
Yeah.
And at one point, after they had found, I don't know, I'm going to make up a number, 1,000, they went to the guy who owned the place and said, "Hey, would you be opposed to us bringing a backhoe in? A backhoe?" And the guy said, "Yeah." So they brought him. As long as you replant grass seed.
Yeah. And they did.
So they brought a backhoe in and found another almost 1,000 of them. No gold coins though. It was mostly $half, as I recall.
Well, it's quarters, half dollars, dimes.
I don't remember a lot of dimes. I thought it
Yeah.
was mostly halves, but
Wes sent me like 10 different denominations of coins, and he has them in flips and marked the hoard.
yeah, Chris said mostly Franklin halves. Yeah, I seem to recall a lot of Franklin halves.
And I still have them.
Do you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
But no, that was a crazy spill. If you even call it a spill, that was almost like that's just an insane thing.
Yeah.
I was trying to look. I thought I saw someone else. Oh, here's one. 550 Adventures found a bunch of old pennies with holes drilled in them. Do you mean like Lincoln cents, or do you mean like Indians or large cents?
We flying eagles.
Yeah. We find a lot of large cents with holes in them, but not so many Lincolns. Although I do have a few wheat pennies with holes. Just it's odd that you're still drilling holes there. Sweeper Keeper said his son hit a spill of 67 wheats and several Canadian cents, 6 silver dimes. Wow, all in one spill. That's an exciting day, Doug.
That's a nice haul.
If you remember, I know you remember, but our friend Jay Cook, he was going out with this guy whose name was
Henry.
They were.
Winsinger.
Well, I didn't want to say his last name, but thank you. They were at a spot not far from where we live, and Henry found a spill of, I think it was over 100 copper coins.
Over 300.
Over 300?
Yes.
And they were all really old, mostly KG1s, Hibernias, and Williams.
Yep.
And they think that it was like they were in like some sort of a bag and purposely buried.
Yes.
And then over time, the bag disintegrated. But Jay was sending me videos while they were there. Henry was laying on the ground, his entire arm like up to the shoulder in the hole. Yeah. I guess there was that many coins in such a tight area that he was able to hear it at 2 feet away.
Yeah.
Laying on the ground, and Henry's like a 90-year-old guy. He's not a spring chicken. Laying on the ground with his entire arm in there, and he'd pull his hand out and he'd drop it like this, and you'd see like 30 coins. And then he'd go back in and pull another handful out, drop it, and like 20 more. It was insane. I wish I was there to have captured that. It was amazing. That was another really cool spill. I'm trying to see if there's any other ones.
Well, the Joe DeMarco, our friend who.
Oh yeah, Joe DeMarco's spill
passed away. He was smart enough to go down to the Jersey Shore when they were dredging out one of the inlets, and out of the excursion, he himself got over 208 reals and escudos, gold escudos, and several of his friends did equally as well.
Yeah, that was a good one. Probably like old shipwreck sort of stuff.
Right off the beach.
Yeah, it just, to get lucky, they were dredging, so they were sucking up the sand that was laying on the bedrock and throwing it up onto the beach.
Clusters of these coins.
And Joe kept that very tight-lipped
yes, he did.
Until finally, like, it was all done. He waited for weeks to pass, maybe months. And then after everything settled, then he kind of started telling people about it. But which is smart, Doug. I mean, very tight-lipped about it. That was an amazing to see all those laid out. That was incredible. Oh, I see someone was congratulating. Let me see. Oh, here's one from, let me go back up a little bit here. Scavenger Nick got one. His first coin spill was a large cent spill. Wow, that's cool. We don't get a lot of large cent spills, Doug. I can only remember one or two over the years where we had more than one large cent in the same hole. We have a lot of like double-digit large cent days, but not very many where they're in the same hole.
Yep.
I'm looking. I thought I saw another
Crazy
one.
Digging had 2 barber halves and 6 barber quarters in one.
Oh, wow. I'm trying to keep an eye out here, but I'm looking at 2 different chats back and forth. All right. Oh, here's one. I can't bring this one up. This one is from Chase Nichols. Said he found 2 silver quarters and a rose dime. All 3 came out of one clump. Oh, that's cool. When you see them sticking out of the
Yeah,
clump,
yeah.
that's cool. I can't see that one on my other chat to bring it up, so I
The
apologize for that.
crazy digging. Let us know what part of the country are you in.
Yeah, if you can give us GPS coordinates to the field,
Yes. We'll be right there.
we'll be there in a week. Lynn, do you recall?
Too.
Lynn, I don't know if you have any spills under your belt yet, but do you recall seeing anyone or watching videos or anything like that around a spill?
It wasn't a big spill, but I remember at the 9 Copper House, Rich had a spill of 2 large cents in one hole, and then what was it, Rich?
Yeah, it was just 2 large cents.
2 large cents. That was the first.
Yeah, the first of the day.
Spill. Yeah,
I remember, and the owner was there, so Rich offered the owner one, and he kept one. It was nice, and we wound up finding 9 at that house.
Yeah.
That was.
I haven't been digging long enough to really have a spill. I had the day that I found the class ring, the hole that I dug right before the ring, I found 8 or 9. They were just clad, pennies in one hole. So it was getting kind of discouraging that day. And then the ring.
Here's one. Great finds again. Has anyone ever found coins in a container or anything like a change purse? In my witch jar, Doug, there wasn't a lot of coins in there. There was like 4. But in that video, if anyone saw it, it's been like 8 years ago, there were other smaller containers there. And one of the containers had 2 flying eagles, 2 fatties, and 2 seeded dimes in like a little metal, like 2 egg. I forget what people called them. They like came apart in the middle, and it was supposed to do something with eggs.
Oh, really?
There was a lot of coins spilled in other little vessels because that witch jar, there were other things that witch had buried and all of them had coins in it. So I guess that. But did anyone ever find a purse? Oh, Doug, I'm going to put the video back out on Facebook in a day or 2.
You did.
Remember that 7 or 8 Indian cent spilled that was in the leather chains purse? It was a heart shape.
It was 5.
I like to embellish. And and you could see the imprint of the Indian in the leather.
Indians in the leather, yeah.
Look, Great Finds asked if anyone ever found any coins from a purse, and I'm asking people, and I found one and forgot.
Yeah.
Jersey Ray Diggs came in. Welcome, Jersey Ray Diggs, Rachel. Her first coin spill, 2 half reals and a half dime. That's a really good spill.
Yeah. I remember you found 2 cut half reals in one hole.
That's true. I have a cut half real spill. You jerk. Yeah, Charlie said, Rich's marble spill. That's right. We did talk about that.
Yeah.
So, spills are a really fun part of the hobby. There was a spot we went to with Charlie and Silver Joe years ago, Doug. If you remember, we found about 30 buffalo and shield nickels.
Oh.
We thought there was like an old
all over.
Thought there was like an old farm stand, and maybe like you'd buy like an ear of corn for a nickel, because we found very little other coins, dimes, but it was like 30 nickels, and you don't find 30 nickels.
Yeah.
So that was really weird. Something must have happened there that required nickels.
Yep.
I'm looking for other. Let me look over to this one here. Let's see. Oh, Crazy Diggin' remembers the video. Yeah, if you remember that video, you've been watching a long time. That was a long time ago.
What was that?
That witch jar, stuff I did.
You got to be over 2 million views on that by now.
I don't know. It's been around for 2 million years. That's why. 5 Canadian fish scales. That's cool. In one hole. Handful of foreign coins. I'm just trying to look and see here. Blah, 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 blah. I forgot that Jason was there. Thank you. 2 seeded quarters in one hole. Yeah, it's just hey, we found 9 watch pieces in a close enough proximity that I'm going to say it was a spill.
Yeah.
550 Adventure asks, any good marble spills? Other than that 4-1, Rich, do we have any? Because I know we found a lot of marbles over the years. Any other big marble days you can think of?
We have found a lot on top of the ground, but no other spills that I remember.
All right. Yeah, I don't recall. Robert Hess said the Saddle Ridge Hoard had over 1,400 gold coins, not metal detecting, but just walking their dog along a trail. Oh well, is that the one, Doug? Like a year or two ago, that guy in Kentucky, or is this Saddle Ridge one something else? There was a story on the news recently in Kentucky. A farmer found like all these gold coins on his property, and do you remember that, Doug? It was
Yeah,
recently.
I think that might be a separate.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Um, Let me see. Oh, here's one here. Sweeper Keepers posted earlier hit a spill of 100 plus 1970 play coins. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Doug, I recall when we did that Christmas tree farm years ago, one of us found a spill of transit tokens. There was like 25 transit tokens.
Bridge tokens.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
That was, yeah, I know who that was.
Yeah. That was a good one. I'm trying to keep an eye out. Oh, yeah. NEPA history.
Where you got the 5 Indians in the little leather pouch.
Yes.
We found all those tokens for
the Amelia Earhart tokens.
Carnival or whatever.
Yeah.
We were all finding nickel and 25-cent tokens.
That's right.
That Rich, wild.
Here's what anyone ever found an arrowhead in a hole for a target, you Doug. We have, Rich, but have we ever found an arrowhead spill, Rich? Have you ever found more than one in an area? That's got to be a possibility, right? If they were napping them there or something.
Yeah, a good site will have them multiples laying on the ground. With a musket ball mat, I found 2 within 10 feet of each other one day.
Really?
Yeah, but I've had it happen 2 separate times where I found one digging a metal target, but I have not found a spill in a hole.
Yeah, I remember a couple when you called me over and you were chasing a metal target and an arrowhead, flipped out of the side or whatever. And
it's exciting.
Yeah, Rich loves his arrowheads more than metal detecting, I think. So once he finds like a broken rock, like it's all over. I got to really try to bring him back again. Be like, come on, Rich, we got to pay attention.
Calling him off the bridge.
Yeah, Larry here. I can't bring this one up for some reason. Larry, 5 Mile Relic Hunter, found 3 arrowheads together in 5 Mile Creek. Oh, is that what you're named after, Larry? 5 Mile Creek. I'm guessing so. Let me see what other ones I have over here. Blah, 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 blah. 50 harmonica reeds around.
Oh,
wow, that's kind of cool. Danimal Digs, 50 harmonica reeds.
It must have been where the harmonicats were playing.
I don't know that reference. What is that, Lynn? What's he saying? What's he talking about?
I don't know. I think.
Okay. It was a mercy laugh. It was a mercy laugh.
A mercy laugh. All right, everybody, Google the harmonicats.
All right, we're gonna Google
harmonicats. I think there were 3 of them.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we're gonna get ready to wrap this up unless I see another.
This horse long enough.
Yeah. Well, I just like to hear about people's things. It keeps you motivated, Doug. We haven't been able to dig in 3 weeks. I need some. I need some motivation for.
Frustrating.
Oh, look, the scavenger Nick said still looking for the Doan Gang cache. That's a nice segue, Doug. If you want to let them know what you're working on right now.
Okay. Well, we just recently had a local. He's a curator at the Mercer Museum up in Doylestown, Bucks County. And he's been doing some digging. He actually had Josh Gates with him, who we've been trying to get on the show. But I just reached out to him. I haven't heard back yet. Just sent an email to him in hopes that he could come on and give us a little bit of background on the Doan Gang of Bucks County. They were loyalists during the Revolution, and they like to attack the tax offices and steal away with $100 or so. But
Yeah. So Doug, hopefully that guy will get back to us. I know very little about the Doan Gang. I know in our area they're kind of a popular legend. Not legend.
Yeah.
There's truth to it, but
true. Yeah.
But it happened back in like the 1700s, and I don't know a lot about the story. It'd be great if that guy can come on and fill in the blanks a little bit. So
yeah, we've hunted a number of farms within 5 miles of where they were suspected to have their hideout. So
yeah. Let me see. The Cape Cod father, Eric, is here. Welcome, Eric. He says he took a part-time job. Oh, he must have just got done.
Wow. What's he doing?
I don't know. Digger Dawn is here. Is that the Digger Dawn that I know or a different Digger Dawn? I can't bring her up or not. But Digger Dawn is here. Says, nice to see you. I'm usually asleep at this time.
No, thanks for waking up.
If that's the English Digger Dawn, I'm not sure. Man, Doug, imagine the spill possibilities over there to find like a spill of Roman or
yeah, it would be considered a hoard, and the government would take it.
Well, is it a hoard if it's like 4 or 5? I mean, that's a spill.
I don't know where they draw the line, but
I would think hoard would have to be like over 25 or so.
Yeah.
But a spill is like a pocket spill, you know.
Well, maybe Digger Dawn could answer that question while we.
Oh, it is Digger Dawn. I can't bring her up on the main chat to show our comment, but it is Digger Dawn. Welcome, Digger Dawn.
She says she's usually asleep at this time, which would stand to reason.
Up now, it's working. Let me see if I can bring her up again. She must have changed her. She changed her. What do you call the? Yeah, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. I thought her logo was her face. So that's what threw me off. Maybe she changed it to that, or maybe I just don't know, and I apologize, Dawn. Oh, look, Dawn said a hoard can be 3.
3, yeah.
I don't know about that, Dawn. That's a pretty skimpy hoard.
Well,
I think hoard has to be at least double digits.
You know,
at least 2 Arabic numbers.
In England, depending on the age of it, could constitute a hoard.
I mean, maybe legally the rules over there, a hoard is 3.
Yeah, they're very strict.
All right. She said honest, it's 3. No, I believe her. I just think if I found 3 of something, I wouldn't be like, Doug, hoard. You know, I'd probably like, I would think it maybe more. But, you know, we found watch parts. If we were finding gold Roman coins, well, then, you know what? 3 might be a hoard.
Then we're getting excited over watch parts.
Well, listen, you know, it was a slow day. So
it was killer.
Some of those days.
Lynn found that DeSoto tag.
Some of those things are, you know, when you're having a slow day, Doug, you welcome any. Oh, and Eric told me, Doug, you remember when we were up at Cape Cod and we did that one house with Steph and Brad? And Matt found the policeman badge, and we had a great day. The woman that owned that house, the older woman that gave me the big giant skeleton key, she passed away last week. Really nice woman. Eric, I forget her name. If you can put, I don't recall, but this was a few years ago. But she was such a nice woman. Invited Eric and I did a whole tour of her house. I was in the attic.
You were in there for about 2 hours.
Well, she asked me. She said, "Hey, would you mind crawling up into my attic and crawling to the back? There's a window that's ajar." And I'm like 6'4". You want me to crawl in your attic? Can we get a littler person? Brad's like 5'5". Why can't Brad do it? But I did it, and but she was a sweetheart, and she gave me like a big. That
was the coolest key.
Oh, she was a nice lady. Let me see if Eric Barbara. Yeah, Eric said Barbara. She was 98 years old, Doug.
Yeah.
98 years old. She was a real sweetheart. So sad to see her go. She was a heck of a super cool.
Very nice. Let us on her whole yard. We found some really cool stuff there too.
Yeah, I think Eric went back a few times after we left town, and I think he got even more. She was a real nice lady. All right, Doug, I think we're going to get ready to wind this up. We've been going about 2 hours, and I ran out of pictures to put up. We went through the whole arsenal. Don't forget next week. I'll bring this one up again real quick. Next week, we're going to have Mitch and Renita on talking about the Show Me hunt. Guys, if you have the time and the ability to go to an event this year, this is one of the funner ones you're going to go to. It's funner one. I made that word up, Doug, but you know what it means. It's one of those hunts you feel welcome to be there. not only, like, I'm just reading it off here, 1,200 acres of hunts, mostly all natural. They have a seated hunt section. They have gold panning, arrowhead hunting, fishing competition, night hunt, kid hunt, ID Me team challenges that win 3 of the brand new legends. It's going to be a good one. We're going to have Mitch and Renita on next week to give us some
1,200
information.
acres of fun.
And they're going to give away a ticket to the show. So that's
Cool.
going to be a good one. So make sure you tune in for that. And then we have some other shenanigans we're going to do that night. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to have on W.C. Jameson again, the author of over 100 treasure hunting books. We had him on before. Super cool guy, tons of stories, really nice. Has a movie in production, Doug. Maybe you can get a cameo, Doug.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe you can get a cameo. But otherwise, we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to go around and give everyone their final thoughts on the night. And Doug, I'll start with you because it threw you up there automatically.
Okay. Thanks for joining us. And we had nice numbers tonight, over 220.
Oh, okay.
Nice collect and a lot of new names. And it was nice to see Digger Dawn wake up.
Yeah, Digger Dawn. I mean, I don't know what the time difference
Wake up
is.
for the show.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be 5 a.m. She might be a night person like me, Doug. I didn't go to bed till 5 o'clock in the morning last night.
I don't know how you do it.
I just couldn't sleep, and I was just editing stuff, and maybe Dawn's a night owl. I can picture her being a night owl. She looks like a night owl kind of person.
You think so?
Yeah, like some people have like that, like super early, like I'm up at 4:30 a.m. And some people have a night owl look to them. I would just guess. I could be wrong.
I'm early to bed, early to rise myself.
Let me see. Oh, it's Dawn said it's 2:20 a.m. and she just woke up. Oh, okay, maybe she just woke up and maybe she wasn't up the whole time. But thanks for coming in, Dawn. Thanks for
what's the weather like here right now?
It's probably rainy. Doesn't it rain there a lot? Like isn't like England kind of like Seattle where it rains like, pretty hard throughout the whole year?
What, in England?
Over where Dawn is. I think is it like a rainy, because it's like an island. Don't you get a lot of rain like Florida?
Oh, yeah. It's pretty.
I don't even know what I'm talking
wet.
about. I don't even know what it's raining right now, she said, Doug. It's raining right now.
Good.
So there we go. I do know what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Rich. I'll give you your last words.
Wake up, Rich.
Not your
I'm
last
getting
words
tired
ever.
there.
I
Getting
know.
tired.
I know.
I go to sleep early like Doug.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, everybody. And I'm excited to hopefully get out there in a couple of weeks and see you guys again.
Yeah, it would be nice to get out again. We're all getting stir crazy. Hopefully.
This has never happened to us.
Yeah. And there's so much snow and ice, but now we're hitting those 40-degree days. Next week, we're going to have some 50-degree days. We're at the final stretch now, so I'm getting anxious. Lynn, final thoughts on the night.
Yeah, I agree with Rich. I'm anxious to get out with everybody again, and I'm sure that we're not the only ones all over the East Coast. I think everybody's in the same boat as far as that goes, unless you're from the South. But we still have a lot of ice on top of the snow, and it's going to be a while before it melts. But we're going to have some rain and some warm weather next week, and hopefully that'll do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a little stir crazy, and I'm running low on footage. I'm debating what I'm going to put out this Tuesday. We're going to see. I have a couple of options. I might put up I saved a couple. I told you I have those sick day hunts that I saved, Doug. But they're like some from the summer. So I mean, we'll be in shorts.
Just explain that's what they are. And
I have some winter stuff too. It's just I don't know. We're gonna have
Mix
to.
it up.
We're gonna have to see. I wonder if they're getting the same on the other side of the pond. Oh wait, there's one from Dawn now. Let me see. I heard you're all snowed in. Hope it thaws quickly and you can get out and diggity digging again. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, we got hit pretty hard. Half the country got hit hard. Mark is down in Texas, and he had like 4 inches of snow on the ground. Charlie's daughter was at Disney World last week. It was like 20 degrees. They packed like shorts and stuff. They had to buy winter coats on like Amazon and have them next day aired to their hotel. It's been a real anomaly. So, but I think we're almost out of the woods. It looks like a lot of warm days next week, hopefully. And not even the snow and ice, but the ground's frozen underneath of it, which is the worst part.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, we need those warm up days. Oh, there's Mark said 10 inches. We were snowed in for 7 days in Dallas, Texas. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
That is crazy. And poor Chris, Wicked Digger up in New England. I think it was snowing again yesterday.
Was it?
Up where he is. Luckily not down near us, but yeah, it's going around. All right, Doug, I guess I'll have the last word because I'm tired,
It's your show.
and that's true too. I was trying to be polite about it though. But no, listen, thank you guys all for watching. Like I said, next week, Mitch and Renita will be on for the Show Me Hunt. We have another fun little game we're going to play next week, so hopefully it'll be fun. I did want to congratulate last week's winners before I forget for the 2 Nope the Legend giveaways, Doug. I know the regulars that hang out with us here, we do the giveaway shows. There was like 1,500 people that show up for the giveaways. But, we're trying to create awareness, trying to bring people into the hobby. So for all of the regulars that get frustrated, I hope you understand. We're trying to bring people in. That works out for all of us.
Yeah.
And both people that won are detectorists, which is nice. They weren't like people looking for free gear. One of the guys we're going to be hunting with in dig stock, and the other guy is up in New England. So they went to True Detectorist, which is great. But before I get out, I want to thank real fast the moderators, Doug, before I forget.
Yep.
Alicia, Hot Mess Fishing, was here all night. She will also be at the Show Me Hunt. We haven't seen her in a while. There's Alicia again. That's where we met her. That's where, she was even before she was a nomad, and now look at her shining in this hobby.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing Alicia again. Metal Detectorist, who was here all night too. I don't know if I'm going to see her at an event, but I have been watching some of her short videos about the Legend 2, different things. She even said something I didn't even know, Doug. And I kind of pride myself on knowing all about that machine. But there was a setting that you can go in and actually turn off the ferrocheck bar and then turn it back on. Didn't know it was there. I was like, oh my goodness, how did that sneak by me? So thank you to Bree for pointing it out. And Wicked Digger, Chris, also doing the same thing. He's putting a lot of videos out on all the little things on what it can do, how to set up this, how to set up that. So if you're interested in learning, go check them out. It's a new machine. We're all trying to figure it out together, and they're doing a great job. Oh, Bree said she'll be at Come Out Swinging, she thinks. Well, we'll all be there, Bree.
Wow.
So it'll be nice. If you can make it out, I'm looking forward to it. And Rachel, who made it today, Jersey Ray Diggs. Thank you, Rachel, for coming in and hanging out. No, I don't consider them trolls, Rachel. Some were, but some, maybe you just pique their interest, and who knows, maybe they become fans, and that helps everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm going to wind this up, Doug. I can feel my throat slowly slipping away. So hey, we'll be back again next Thursday. Of course, we'll have something out Tuesday, and who knows? We'll see what kind of fun games we have next week. Maybe even some more prizes coming down. But I'm not going to tell anybody, just the regulars. But we're out here for the week. So hey, thank you all for watching. Happy hunting, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.
Good night.
Bye.